Remember the gruesome massacre that happened on Christmas Eve, where people were killed as they were about to celebrate Christmas. And people, of course, it's festivities, it's Christmas. People travel from the cities to go to the villages to go and celebrate Christmas, which is a normal thing that you do, beautiful thing you do during holidays, during your festivities. You go to the village. There's so much to do, and unfortunately, people were massacred. And so Peter Obi had gone there to go and visit them, to go and see them. This is someone who, he's not a public officer, right? He is my president. As far as he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where I am, and he won the 2023 election. It was stolen from him, but you could see him without the state machineries being able to do all of these things, be in three different states at the same time. And then you're wondering, those who have taken over the control of the state machineries, they are unable to do any of this. They're literally nowhere to be found, and they don't care. So it's about people who want to do it and people who don't want to do it, who just want to grab power, snatch it, grab it for their own selfish reasons, and for them to just continue to enjoy themselves, and that's it, and they wouldn't be bothered about any other person. But the thing is that, what, there was many people who said they're going to teach Peter Obi a lesson and all of that. He's actually learning the lessons. I travel all over Nigeria to go and collect lectures.
A lot of challenges throughout this year, but we have every reason to be grateful to God. Yeah, thank you very much, my people. With the encouragement that I'm getting from every one of you, that is why we are putting in this consistency, to be coming out every day. I appreciate every one of you. Hopefully, by God's grace, by the special grace of Almighty God, Nigeria will be better than the way it is now in 2024. And all our lives will be much, much better than the way it is as well. In the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. I'd like to quickly appreciate the people right there on the comment section before we kickstart on this. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. You've been there throughout the year, even before the year. I appreciate you. I love you so much. I'm grateful. In fact, I don't know how to put this through, but I'm very, very grateful for all you'll be doing. May God Almighty bless and keep you, give you good health to continue to protect us all in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your encouragement throughout the whole year. I appreciate every one of you, both those that left, both those of you that are still here. I appreciate everybody. It is called panel. People can get offended and all that. Yes, I understand. But let's come together for us to work so hard to have a better Nigeria. It's not what one person can do. We must put in that effort so that we can have a better Nigeria. If not, these politicians will not leave us alone. I appreciate every one of you right there. Mike Akimbare, thank you very much. God's Power, thank you very much. Patricia Nofe, my dear sister, thank you very much. Amaka Fojobi, thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you throughout the year for being there. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you, CXL. Thank you, every one of you right there. Kenny, thank you, Judas. I can see you as well. Thank you, Oga. I can see you, Sagofo Kwanga. God bless you all, my people. Mary Forde, thank you very much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. Abu Aziz, thank you very much for being there. Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much, my people. Nena Ogbona, I can see you. Faith with Fred, thank you, thank you, thank you, my wonderful people. Thank you, Doris Audio. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you, Jude King. I can see you as well. Thank you, Peggy Modi, for being there all through the year. Thank you, Miracle B. Thank you, Discussion Channel TV, for being there. Faith with Fred for being there. Divine Cross for being there. God bless you all, my people. Victory all the way. I appreciate you. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. Abajulu, and God bless you. Thank you very much. We have a few hours to go before we enter the 2023. On this broadcast today, hopefully we can end the broadcast before 12 o'clock so that we all can have a time to pray and do the needful as we walk majestically into 2024. But meanwhile, the situation in Nigeria is still terrible at this particular minute. So we have a couple of things to present to you guys. That's why we are here today. I appreciate you all, my people. Help us to press on the like button and help us to share. Thank you very much, Onyi. I can see you just coming in, and God bless every one of you that have supported us, that have encouraged us, that have joined the panel, that have joined the comment section, that have called into this show. Honestly, I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother Patricia Tabujomi. Thank you very much, Madam Orji. Thank you, Lord of God is my strength. Thank you, my people. Madam Luke, thank you very much. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Every one of you right there, I appreciate you all. In case I didn't mention your name, I want you to know that I appreciate you as well. But meanwhile, the situation, a fresh attack happened yesterday in the same plateau where 2 people were killed again by these terrorists. You know, in a country where something happened, we don't take anything serious. The president is celebrating. They're celebrating the president in Lagos, while other governors are celebrating themselves here and there. So the attack happened again yesterday. But meanwhile, in the Senate, let's watch how Comrade Adams Oshomole, Senator Oshomole, how he tackled the Senate here. You know, when things is right, we say it how it is. On this particular one, I applaud Adams Oshomole on what he was saying. But I don't know about you, but let's listen to this quickly. God bless you all.
May God give the Tinubu administration the capacity to ensure that Nigerians sleep in their country with their 2 eyes closed. Thank you, Mr. Senate President, distinguished colleagues.
Distinguished Senator Zam, you notice that from even the narration of Senator Nengi, these are killing one another. The Senate will look at it, the National Assembly will look at it. But you also have to look at how successful was the creation of the Northeast Development Commission and others. If we keep, there are too many hands up. If we keep debating it, why don't you, let's do it this way. If you have something, use it during the prayers. Amend the prayers so that we can capture, because this will call for a holistic investigation, which we cannot do here. You understand? We can't do it here. So I think we should go into prayers. But if, okay, thank you. Is it the view of the Senate that we go into prayers? Okay, then prayer 1. Observe a minute silence at plenary in honor of the victims. Those who are in support of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2. Send a high power delegation of the Senate to Plateau State to condole with the government and the good people of the state, and also visit the victims. Those who are in support of prayer 2 as amended say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3. Urge the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to direct its agencies to provide relief materials, especially building materials, to the victims of the crisis with immediate effect, to enable them relocate back to their homes and decongest the IDP camps. Those who are in support of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say your amendment, Senator Izonaso.
Thank you.
NEMA and Humanitarian Affairs. Those who are in support of the amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. 4. Urge the Inspector General of Police to complete the Mopo barracks situated in Barakin Ladi local government area of Plateau State. Those who are in support of prayer 4 say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 5. Urge the Chief of Defense Staff to establish a mobile police military base in Generate Village, Mangu, local government area, which is a border point and an entry route for the criminals who commit these barbaric acts and escape freely. Those who are in support of prayer 5 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 6. Urge the Nigerian military to deploy intelligence and area surveillance in the affected local government areas of Plateau State and its environs, and decimating Is there any amendment to prayer 6? Amendment. Yes, Senator Isunaso.
Thank you, Mr. President. My amendment
6 says urge the Nigerian military to deploy intelligence and area surveillance in the affected local government areas of Plateau State and its environs, full stop. Those who are in support of this prayer as amended say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 7. Urge the Minister of Solid Minerals Development to immediately take action in putting a check on illegal miners and mining activities in the country, especially the crisis-prone regions. Those who are in support of prayer 7 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 8. Urge the Plateau State government to strengthen its environmental mining laws to check the excesses of illegal miners in the state. Those who are in support of this prayer say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 9. Urge the Plateau State government to upscale dialogue between traditional and religious leaders, especially in the affected crisis areas, to find non-kinetic solutions towards curbing the crisis. Those who are in support of prayer 9 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 10. Issue such further directives as deemed expedient in the circumstance to ensure compliance with this resolution. Those who are in support of prayer 10 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yes, distinguished Senator Shumole.
National Security Advisor. I think that motion by themselves don't bite. They came here, they assure us they can secure the country, and like every speaker, one speaker after the other, we've all agreed that nothing much is changing. Resolutions will change this situation. We need to bring them back here. I limit myself to Army and Air Force because I don't think this is a problem of the Navy. I'm not also sure that the police that cannot protect our roads, as a result of which you have soldiers, that putting a barrack there will be enough. I just want to add that to show the seriousness of these hollow chambers, under your leadership, that we summon the Chief of Army Staff and the Chief of Defense Staff and the Chief of Air Staff and the IGP to tell us why we should not hold them responsible for these killings. If somebody spent 3 days in Plateau and he had the kind of information that Senator Nigi shared with us, and every other person, it shows that there was proper planning. You can't carry out that level of planning in secret and it doesn't leak. If civilians are aware, how come that those who are paid to secure are not aware? We need to let them know that we are paid, we are angry with them for failing in their duties. They need to know that each time in Nigeria is wasted, we owe the security agencies responsible. And there must be consequences on their part. Nigeria doesn't owe anybody a job. They owe us a duty to perform the job that they have asked for. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
The Chief of Army Staff, the Inspector General of Police, and the Chief of Air Staff to brief us on what actually happened in Plateau on that Christmas Eve. I would dare to say, including the DG of SSS, because of the intelligence gathering and the police. So I would like Senator Kawu, please, if you can second that motion, but please list out the list of the service chiefs that must come in a closed session to brief this Senate on these kind of gruesome murders.
Mr. President, my dear honorable these chiefs, additional prayer or amended prayer to invite all the service chiefs, DGSS, Inspector General of Police, and the NSA National Security Advisor to come and brief the Senate on NIA and NIA, DG NIA, to come and brief the Senate. I so second, Mr. President.
Point of order.
Please take your seat. Additional prayer has been proposed and seconded by Senator Kawu. that this Salo chamber should invite the security chiefs, namely the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, the DGSSS, DGNIA, because of the foreign elements involved, the Inspector General of Police, to meet in a closed session, to meet in a closed session with the Senate with a view to obtaining first-hand information on the Christmas Eve killings in Plateau State, to enable the Senate take further actions that can bring this to a close. Those who are in support of this additional prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Let me thank distinguished Senator Dickett Plank for bringing this to the fore, and also thank all those who have contributed to this motion, and to say that yes, indeed, we have a responsibility to comply with the provisions of our Constitution, which is that the primary role of government is to ensure the protection of lives and properties. This is a very unfortunate, a very barbaric, and a very terrible tragedy for Nigeria that had led to what we may regard as a Black Christmas for the country, because the level of killings were unprecedented and the number of villages affected simultaneously were also unprecedented. And it's very clear that these things were very coordinated, and therefore we believe there was failure of intelligence and failure of reaction, of timely reaction. And that is why the Senate is taking this very seriously. May we rise for a minute silence in honor of those who lost their lives.
Good to have you back. Well, our first guest is ready and waiting. As I told you, he is Professor Chris Nwakobia, who is the convener, Country First Movement, a leadership and mentorship instructor and lawyer on the prospects of finding national healing in 2024. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you again, and compliments of the season to you.
Same to you, Steve. Compliments of the season.
Thank you indeed. Chris, let's review the year. It's been an important year for Nigerians because of the elections, because of politics, because of the things that Nigerians have had to endure and go through. But here, today is the last day of the year. Are there lessons that we have learned from all that happened? And what will you, in your opinion, have Nigerians drop with 2023, and what should they carry into 2024, which is less than 24 hours, from now?
Steve, once again, good morning. Compliments of the season. Adesua, profound greetings to you.
Morning.
Let me say clearly that the year 2023 may pass for those who want to be proactive and frontal as annus horribilis, permit my choice of words, for three reasons. The first is the fact that it was an election year, and there was a movement, there was a momentum, and there was a challenge for a new republic and a new tendency. There was a challenge for a new day and a new deal. There was a challenge for a new republic and a new tendency in governance. However, we're where we are. And so that for a lot of people, particularly the young cadre of the society, our young people, scores the year poorly for them because the candidate they stood behind did not win. Number two, and did not win advisedly, because I'm marking my choice of words. Number two, the cost of living. I'm talking with particular reference to the inflationary trend, which has gone up to 27, 28%. The cost of getting by has become astronomically invidious to the well-being of the Nigerian people. And I say this advisedly, Steve, that as we look at the lives of Nigerians, I was driving to your studio this morning, and you could see the few faces you would see on the streets were practically, it didn't look like 31st of December, practically melancholic, straight-faced, and before now, precisely, say about 6-7 years ago, you would see people who are happy to have seen the last day of the year, and you know what I mean. But as we talk, people are practically saying, okay, we're there, let's hope 2024 gets better. And then thirdly, which is very important, Nigerians are more divided than ever. The political kaleidoscope is struck on several dichotomies, ethnic dichotomies, religious dichotomies, psychosocial dichotomies, class divides, and our nation needs more than ever before. And that's why I think that those who captured to this topic are more of clairvoyants than just program designers. They've been able to capture the fact that having come this far, what we must look into is what 2024 brings. And interestingly, Steve, if we were to look at numerology, the number 20 and the number 24 gives a glimmer of great hope. But there is a place for human responsibility in all of this. And that's why I think that the time has come for those who govern and those who are governed to be true to whatever they say. Leadership cannot always tell Nigerians that we have to sacrifice, we have to put ourselves up with our bootstraps when consistently they appear unwilling to do so. I saw a video a few days ago where the convoy of Mr. President was going through Lagos Island. And it was about close to 50 cars on the convoy. And I looked at the video. I didn't see Nigerian-made cars on that convoy. And I asked myself, how do you on the one hand say you want to grow the economy, and on the other hand, everything you do is about importing produce and products? And I think that the time has come for us to practice what we preach. We must, like Martin Luther King Jr. once said, be true to what we say on paper. And that's how I open, Steve.
Thank you, sir. I think it's very important, like you said, that this year was an election year, and that this election could be argued to have been a divisive election. And you just spoke about Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his convoy. But I also want to ask, do you think in moving forward to next year, in the healing that we require for the upcoming year, that we also need to come to terms with the results of the elections? I know that even on your Twitter, for example, your pinned tweet is still a tweet calling for the disqualification of our president. So do you think Nigerians as a whole need to come to terms with the results of the 2023 elections and accept Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our president in order to move forward in our healing process?
Clearly, Adesua, it's obvious that we have a president. Whatever our sentiments and our emotions are, we have a president. The courts have said so. And so what we must do, like you noted, is in healing, be true to whatever we say. In healing, be consistent with the values for a nation that works. In healing, look in the face of those who govern, and particularly to Mr. President, and say to him, you must be true to whatever you have told the Nigerian people. And let me say this, you do not, and the best way to heal regarding the matters of February 25th, the elections, is to come publicly, come to the Nigerian people and say, whatever happened during the elections, we are sorry. Whatever sentiments and tendencies that appear to have deepened the ethnic divides and the religious divides, we're sorry. we're one nation. We must move on and show that in every step that government takes. You know, sometimes we are often too immured from the reality by court jesters and sycophants who are around us, that we forget that people are not deaf, dumb, and blind, that we forget that people are watching. And I said in one of my interviews lately that this is apparently going to be the most criticized government in our historicity, particularly because of the way the elections went and the aftermaths. Up until now, Adesua, nobody has come to say sorry to those who were bruised and brutalized during the elections. Nobody has come to say we will push for proactive and profound electoral reforms. Nobody has come to say to Nigerians, you know, I don't even know where the new DG of the National Orientation Agency is and what he's saying about all that. We must unite our people along the lines of national nation building and healing. And the way to go is to borrow a leaf from what the late Umar Yar'Adua did when he ascended power in 2007. He was bold enough to say that I admit that the election that brought me to power was largely flawed, but I will do everything possible to ensure that future elections become transparent and consistent with the demands of the people. Everyone consistently continues under the present watch to tell us that they won the election fair and square, when the truth is before the Nigerian people. You know, I think that, and that's exactly why that great quote of Sir Walter Scott comes handy for me. He said, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive." Oftentimes, we overlook these fundamental realities and think that life will go on as normal. And I do not subscribe to that mundane and banal tendency. I think that the time has come for us to look ourselves in the faces and call a spade by its name. 2023 elections was flawed. Largely, most of the matters ended up in the courts of law because the people did not believe that they lost squarely. And those who won do not even believe or think that they won squarely. And then fundamentally, to grow our nation and to heal, there are certain basic principles. We must admit our errors, work together as a people to correct the wrongs, and then soldier on as a nation to make tomorrow better. And I think that's the basic thing, the fundamental thing that this government should and must do. Because for God's sake, the election is gone, and it's up until 2027. But Nigeria must go on. And that's why I keep telling people that first, my loyalty is to country first. And I think that the masses of our people need to be taken care of by government, and government must be true to what it says on paper.
All right, Chris, I like the fact that you made reference to the National Orientation Agency, which is an agency.
Okay, I'll stop that right there. Thank you very much, my people, for your time. Because of time, we need to stop that. In case you want to watch the full interview, it's right there on Arise. We need to move on right now. Okay, we'll come back to the other side. As you can see that we have two topics differently today. One of them is that Tinubu should apologize to Nigeria, which we just listened to. We are going to continue on that one right now. But later on, we're also going to be talking about a Nigerian man who based in the United Kingdom who cries out how his daughter jumped on a movie train. So we are going to be listening to that and see what led to that so that many parents can as well learn from it. But meanwhile, I would like us to quickly take on some articles that we have here for you. Please help us to press on the like button, my people. I appreciate every one of you. I would like to quickly appreciate Love of God is my strength. Thank you very much, madam, for the super chat today. I really do appreciate this. Thanks for your continuous encouragement. Thanks for supporting the channel all the way. May God bless you. All right, guys, I would like to quickly take this one right here. Press on the like button and let's do this together. Thank you very much, my people. And God bless you now. But meanwhile, on the situation that is currently still going on in Plateau State, Let's quickly take this one here. Although I might not be able to take all the write-up on this article because of time. You know, this one is coming from Sahara Reporter. What looks other way as Christians are killed for sport by jihadists in Nigeria report. So let's quickly take this one here. People, bear with me. Let me remove these distractions right here. One moment. This one is not going. I don't know why. Okay, so this is not going. I'll just read from here. Armed bandits ran amok, according to Amnesty International, in some 20 communities across central Nigeria, killing more than 140 in a country where accurate statistics are traditionally hard to come by. Some sources have put the death toll closer to 200. Never-ending massacre of Christians being killed for sport is reportedly happening in the Nigeria, yet the world appears to be largely deaf to the matter, Fox News reports. While much of the world this week has been celebrating a beginning, Christians, the birth of Jesus Christ, in Nigeria, they are mourning the end of life, the death of more than 100 Christians as the world remains virtually silent. I'd like to move on from there. And bandits ran amongst, okay, the Christians were killed in a wide swath across an invisible line that separates the mostly Muslim north and the predominantly Christian south in the country's Plateau state, according to multiple sources. Christians represent 46% of Nigeria's population. There was yet another Christian massacre of Christians in Nigeria yesterday, which was just Saturday. That's what I talked about earlier on. The world is silent, just unbelievable, tweeted leading evangelist, the Reverend Johnny Moore on X, formerly Twitter. More than 52,000 Christians have been butchered or hacked to death for being Christians since 2009 in Nigeria, according to Intersociety, a civil society group based in Onitsha. The U.S. mission in Nigeria condemned the recent attack in Plateau State and expressed heartfelt condolences for the tragic loss of life. A U.S. State Department spokesperson told Fox News Digital in response to a question calling for accountability. The spokesperson added, unquote, "We are deeply concerned by the violence and we are monitoring the situation." They went on, "The single worst place in the world to be a Christian is in Western Africa, particularly in parts of Nigeria." The Reverend Johnny Moore told Fox News Digital Moore, in former commissioner for the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, president of the Congress of Christian Leaders and co-author of the Next Jihad. Okay, they went on, but I'm going to stop that right there. Because at the moment now, it just looks like it's a normal thing with the kind of killings that is currently going on in Nigeria. It looks like a normal thing. You even see some citizens on social media spaces, you know, writing that after all, Buhari time, people die now. Abasajo die, people not die. I want to they talk, you know, now see the event because they not win. You're beginning to ask yourself that, are these people, are they human beings? Meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. Guys, continue to press on the like button because let me focus more on what I have for you all today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every one of you that are just coming in. I cannot really appreciate, see more people right there right now. But meanwhile, I will come back to the comment section shortly. Yes, in the midst of all this, Senate have just approved Tinubu 7.4 billion naira dollars, which is 100, okay, $7.4 billion, 100 million euro 2022-2024 external borrowing plan. Senate have approved that, and why you can see that picture there. Tinubu is laughing. People's Gazette reports. Okay. The Senate has approved President Bola Tinubu's request on the 2022-2024 external borrowing rolling plan of $7.4 billion and 100 million euros. They followed the adoption of the report of the Senate Committee on Local Foreign Debt at plenary. Presenting the report, Senator Aruna Manu, the vice chairman of the committee, said the committee noted with utmost importance the genuine and the very serious concerns of Nigeria about the level of sustainability, serviceability of the nation's borrowing activities in the last decades. I don't really want to read this, okay? I don't really want to read. I just want you guys to know that with the situation where they pass through right now, Senate have approved all this money to Tinubu. That's all. And Tinubu there, they laugh. Simple. Let's move on to the other one. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Please press on the like button. Let our voices go far. As you can see, the world is silent over what we are facing, but we still need to continue to talk. It's very, very important we continue to talk regardless of whatever. Okay. Another one here, which is a shocking one that happens, that went on social media viral, that went viral on social media today. This is the Nollywood actor Zach Orji. Zach Orji, was fine, but according to, as you can see there, okay, let me take it here. Now, what? There's different things going on social media over this situation right now. This is a man, that was doing well and all that, but so suddenly this just happened. Veteran Nigerian actor Zach Orji in a critical condition in Abuja hospital after slumping. Okay. Veteran Nigerian actor Zach Orji is reportedly at the intensive care unit ICU of the National Hospital in Abuja. This is a 3-year-old actor. He's said to be in a critical condition after slumping in his toilet. A chieftain of All Progressive Congress APC Joe Igbokwe in a Facebook post on Sunday said, "Please pray for Zach Orji." Zach Orji. Okay, I don't know. All right. Nollywood actors Zach Orji in a critical condition in the ICU of the National Hospital in Abuja. According to the report, Orji can't walk or talk, and all kinds of tests is being run on him to ascertain what is wrong. He was rushed to the hospital 2 days ago after he slumped in the toilet after being quite weak for a few weeks. Orji is an actor, director, producer, and a filmmaker. He is known for his role in Nollywood movies Glamour Girls and Blood Money. Earlier this month, Sahara Reporter reported that ailing Nigerian comic actor John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, had undergone another leg amputation. Okay, I'll stop that right there. This is Zach Orji right there in the hospital. Needs prayer. Yeah. But meanwhile, we'll continue from this Zach Orji's own. As you all know, during the time of the elections, Zach Orji was supporting Tinubu. This one don't go on social media now. Everywhere, those scatter. People are saying that, oh, you supported Tinubu. Tinubu should come help you and all that. Yeah, somebody is dying, is in the hospital. I think he needs some prayers as well. But people are saying because Zach Orji actually, meanwhile, I would like us to take it. Let me bring this to your screen, at least for us to understand where we all are coming from. But meanwhile, guys, press on that like button. I have not monitored it, but it would be nice if you can hit on the like button for us, my people. I appreciate you all. Let us quickly take this one here. Bear with me. Madam Rita, please. Okay, you are back in again. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Thank you. All right. Okay. Let me put this on your screen, my people. One moment, please. Bear with me. Okay, this is Zach Orji here. Listen.
Hello. Hello. Who is your next president? Jagaban. I didn't hear you. Say it loud and clear. Who is your next president? It's your card.
Okay, I don't know what happened to the audio right now.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you. All right. For the avoidance of doubt, who is your next president? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Good. Now, who is your next governor? Only one. Raise your cap for him. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. No controversy. No shaking. No vacancy. In a few weeks' time, it will all be history. And we will be rejoicing that God has made it happen. Put your hands together for yourselves. When I say Jagaban, you say president. Jagaban. President. Jagaban. President. Jagaban. President. When I say Sanwo, you say what? Mr. Governor. Sanwo-Olu. Mr. Governor. Sanwo-Olu. Mr. Governor. Thank you very much. I want to quickly recognize and welcome our candidate.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. On that particular one, although I decided deliberately not to bring comment here because the comment on social media, on Space, Twitter, Space, X, and on Instagram, Facebook, all of them are very, very hurtful. I can't bring anyone here. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, I understand he supported Tinubu. Look at what he's facing right now. But Nigerians are very, very upset right now. If you yourself go read comment for social media, you hear they cry. You know, you can see what my sister wrote right there now. Iris finally said, "This is why we were shouting for good governance to get good hospitals, at least basic amenities for human comfort." You know, this is the truth. Some people thought we were fighting for ourselves. No, we were fighting, you know, for everybody. We wanted us to have a better country that would be more beneficial to every one of us, where you and I can smile. But some of us say, no, not go agree. Now, I don't understand. Hey, thank you, God's Power, for calling in. Please talk to us quickly. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Good evening, Mr. Edwin, and everybody. Good evening, Mr. Mommy Diaspora, and everywhere mentioned Nigerian. I just want to say Happy New Year in advance. Mr. Edwin, this is what they call the law of karmas. Like, you know, like I've been seeing a lot of comments. People are saying we should be pitiful in the woman aspect of it. The same way we cannot pity a Kuremadu when he's supposed to do what is needful and for the victims. So now if we decide to say we should pity a soul, one person, what about the people that their hoe drop on the ground before election, during election? What about the people that just, you know, that will just buy in the Plateau state? You see, in as much as I'm concerned, though not that I don't have human feelings, law of karma should catch everyone that never want the progress of Nigeria. And this is just the beginning. More of them are still going to drop down if they refuse to turn back to do good. If they say, okay, because of their greed and their what they want to gain from this satanic man called Agbado, let the law of karma hold them. Because in Nigeria has never happened to anyone that Nigerians happen to will not have pity for these greedy people. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time with us. You know, for what we have for you guys today on politics, that is it right there. Well, let's move on to the other topics straight away. Because whoever that's going to be contributing today, you choose what you want to contribute on. But we are taking all of them together because of time. You know, let's go to the father of the girl that jumped on the train in the UK. Let's quickly listen to this one and take it from here. God bless you all.
She died by jumping in front of a moving train. I'll say it with confidence, it killed my daughter. But ironically, till today, even our statement has not been taken. The easiest way to explain this is to use the pattern of incidents from the beginning to the end. It's going to help you understand what actually happened. When he met her, even he has confirmed it himself, she was very perfect, and she actually inspired him. When she showed me his picture, I've never been in agreement with him at all. I've always told my daughter, the reason why you were able to finish your university was because you didn't have a boyfriend. I know what guys do, I know how we do with girls, and I know how girls do. Don't fall in love yet, just try. You finished your degree because there was no boyfriend. Now, you're at KPMG, you've got a mission, a target. Get your ACA first, and you're free, and you'll have more options. So when this guy came up and she showed me his picture, I was not happy, and she knew. But I didn't tell her directly to her face that no, otherwise she would start hiding things from me. So, but she knew I was not happy about it. That was how I got to know about him. But after meeting her, like I said, there's this pattern of incidents from the beginning to when she died. And I'm saying let's split into 3 sections. So the first part, after meeting her, she was fine. The first part are things that he did that made her vulnerable. Now, I will tell you what the examples. He met her, he didn't tell her he had an infection. The infection is a viral, it's called herpes. Because herpes is permanent, there's no cure. Once you catch it, you're a carrier. You'd have to explain to your next partner that you have it, if you're honest. So you infected her deliberately, that's like to trap her. She can't go anywhere else. That's one. Wasn't allowed to speak to other men. He also misrepresented. He pretended I was a very rich guy who had multiple businesses. This is my daughter who I look after, I support. She now feels she has found somebody. Took her to his parents in Spain. Promised to marry her. Promised to invest in her future. My brother, this thing now turned out to be lies. He didn't have the money he claimed to have. All the plans he planned with her, he couldn't afford them. That went on for a while. The second section of events, I feel, what made her mental health deteriorate. So after doing all those things to the person, imagine now, all of a sudden, he starts shouting at her. There's evidence of all these things. Asking for a bank statement. Demanding for money. My daughter can never even let me see a bank statement. The evidence we have, she now started, after that event, she panicked and started doing web searches on how to take her life. We found out afterwards. The final part are things he did that actually led to her doing what she did. Because even the corona, when they want to look at this thing, they won't just look at how she died, they look at the circumstances that led to it. So the final things which he did, which I think broke the camel's back, the final straw, after shouting and demanding for her bank statements, he now went and stole her password. Broke into her phone when she was sleeping. This he has already admitted in writing. When she was sleeping, stole her information, threatened her with the information he stole by saying that he had told her friends, removed her from his house violently, and seized her passport, which she required to claim the money, and all her belongings, kicked her out. So I've broken into your phone, I've stolen your information, I've threatened you, and I pushed you away. Every step along, she told her mother. When he infected her, send mother the evidence. When he shouted and he apologized, send mother the evidence. So when this thing was getting out of hand and he had broken into her phone, she called her mother. And mother rushed to Manchester. Then the following day, it continued. The mother was actually a witness to what happened. When he was making his demands over the phone, the threats and all that, and when he was gaslighting her. So the mother was totally broken, you know. After the communication between themselves, which lasted about 6 p.m. or so, she told her mother she was going for a walk to clear her mind. The mother was saying she shouldn't go, that she'll make some dinner, whatever, then she'll hold on. She said that mother shouldn't worry, that she's got her phone, she's coming back. And Alice didn't come back. She died on the 29th of May in the UK at Manchester, a station called Eccles. She died by jumping in front of a moving train. So the mother has been so broken, you know. Even when the policemen came, the mother told them that it's even the mother that made the police aware of the existence of this person. That was how they contacted him, got his statement. But ironically, till today, even our statement has not been taken. Very strange, you know. That's where we are. So the mother was totally broken, totally broken. I didn't get to know till the following day. When I contacted him, out of love, to find out what really happened, he still shared some of the stolen information with me as a way to make me scared. Something that no parents will want that information to come outside. And now show me the demand for money, mention the amount. I'll be happy if I can help him that money is about to go into financial ruin. After she has died, somebody you claim to love, somebody you told that you have the money, you're going to take care of her. It came with the intention to get money from this girl because she was introduced by a so-called best friend, who's not a best friend, to this guy. That's his accomplice. After she died, this girl has got to spend time with this guy, and they are united in their story against my daughter. I'll say it with confidence, he killed my daughter. He killed her because she was already vulnerable already due to what he had done to her. My daughter was my first child. From day one, I fell in love with this girl from day one. This is a girl that I felt if she dies, I'll die. Very ambitious girl. Her plans, she was planning that within the next 2 years or so, she'll be private. This girl had a very bright future. She had a bright future ahead of her. She had done so much, she had suffered, sacrificed a lot, stayed up all night to read, to pass. Look, KPMG, the ACA, it takes you 5 years to pass the exams, right? She passed it in 10 months. 10 months. Trying to impress her father as well. And to get there very fast. Because she saw that I was very slow in my own my startup. She tried, she really tried. So I mean, it's just for other people. But if for other people we just get injustice, for other people's sake, that people don't do this again to other people, I think Alanis has actually achieved something.
Okay, Augustine, I've posted the link again. For those of you that want to come in now, that is the last link we are posting for today. So it's better you save it. But I want you to know that depend on how many people we have here, that's the time we're going to spend here as well. On this particular story here, it's very pathetic. You know, you can see that beautiful young girl who took her own life because of what she was passing through, according to the explanation from the father. Well, my question is, what was that thing the guy was blackmailing the girl for? Even after her death, the guy is still blackmailing the parents with the information, you know, because according to the father, that the guy is saying that, you know, he said the kind of information parents wouldn't want to put in the public. So the guy is demanding money from me and all that. So what's that information? What kind of information is that? So in case we are contributing on this, these are the kind of things I want us to talk about. Thank you very much, my people. That is all I have for you guys today. I would like us to start talking right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. I appreciate you all for your time with us. Happy New Year to every one of you. We don't have much people right here yet. We only have Mr. Augustine and Madarita with us for now, you know. But meanwhile, I have somebody on the phone. Madam Florence Amorige is calling in, Efrata Catfish, Nigeria. Thanks for calling in, Madam. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mommy Diaspora. Everybody, Happy New Year in a couple of hours.
Thank you.
Yes, so I'd like to make a comment about Zach Orji. I just want to say that whether you like it or not, somehow Nigeria is going to happen to all of us. And it doesn't matter whether you are abroad or not, because you have family there, you have friends there, you have investments there. So to Zach Orji today, it might be his health, but to somebody tomorrow, it might be kidnappers. The other person, it might be, just name it. All right. Mm-hmm. So, yes, he didn't support our candidate and everything, and everybody is upset. And when you get upset, people, express themselves differently. You understand? But I just hope that at the end of the day, Nigerians will have to rise up. We have to rise up and take back our country. Now, they're alleging that the Senate has approved more money. This time they did it hush-hush, hurriedly, quickly. And we're already crying about the one they did previously, and now they've gone back again. But we know this, and we don't do nothing. So they're going to continue to do more stealing in billions. Now, when it comes to this young lady, usually what happens is that I believe that it might have been something that had something sexual. Okay, the kids these days, they experiment with men, experiment with women. She was probably bisexual, probably had some kind of sexual thing that he filmed. I believe that is what it is. He probably filmed it, and of course the parents don't. She didn't want it to come out. Neither would her parents want it to come out. And if we all remember, 2 months ago, the FBI came to Nigeria and they arrested 2 brothers. What did these 2 brothers do? They were communicating with a white kid here in America online. At some point, I think he exposed himself to them, thinking, I'm not sure why. So they started to extort money out of him, blackmail him, asking him that little boy probably was 16 years old. And his parents are politicians. His father is a politician here. So cut a long story short, what happened was they started to ask him for money. He told them he gave them some little money he had. They wanted more. And when he said he didn't have any more, they now started to want to blackmail him. And he told them, he said, I'll kill myself. And they said, go ahead and kill yourself. And the boy killed himself. Well, guess what? The FBI went to, I think it's Ibadan, 2 brothers from the same parents, and they brought them over to the US. So a lot of things are happening. Parents should communicate with the kids as much as possible, talk to them and pray for them. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you. On this particular, the last case that I presented, I want a lot of parents to learn from that. According to Madam Florence, what she just said, yes, when your child cannot confide in you to communicate with you, then she will choose somebody else from outside, and which is very, very dangerous. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. In case somebody else want to call in, okay, somebody else is already calling in. Let me quickly pick this one. Thank you very much for calling in. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Hello, sir. We can hear you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, good evening. Good evening for you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Your name and where you calling from, sir?
Najawa, this is C2 calling from Sierra Leone.
What's your name?
C2.
C2. Okay. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Najawa, to be honest with you, I'm not happy with you this evening.
Okay. What have I done, sir?
Please don't say that's my own opinion. I respect your platform. We are here to correct when just like don't tell people to pray for Zach Orji, please.
Okay.
I know you have your good mind. I know who you are, but don't tell people to pray for him. He deserves everything that is happening to him. We don't hide evil. How old is Emmanuel Macron? How old is him? A president of France, how old is him? Do you know that this guy used to come to Fela Sherem when he was young? So how old was him? What about the Swedish Prime Minister? How old was him? And they bring a diamond instead of this Tinubu man, Zach Orji. They are hungry. These are the people I'm telling you we are fighting. We know them. We know the people that are bringing bad name for us. Instead of this man to honor himself, to at least give a young vibrant man chance to put Nigeria. Everybody's dying. It's gonna be worse. We don't need to beat around the bush. What we are seeing now is just part 2. Just part 1. This man, why would you go and I don't have anything against Tinubu, but I have something about his criminality. Why would you want to allow the young people to take the affair of Nigeria? Zach Orji know quite very well that Tinubu is not going to offer anything. Even some Nigerian people have said it that give him 30 years, he's not going to offer anything. We know this. Why go in there and because they asked to? So, my brother, I will leave it here. Don't ask people to pray for him. People like me want him to vacate from this world. Do you know? the stupidity of Tinubu that have cost people's life in Christmas Day. Not only him, even when Buhari was there. The same people, these are old idiots in Nigeria who don't want the country to move front.
Okay.
My
Thank
brother,
you, sir.
I will leave it here. And there's one thing I need to say more. Somebody called yesterday to say, I think there's a day you need to give people chance to discuss this IPOB of a 10. That guy that come from Finland. I'm willing, anytime he wants to discuss it, let me tell you people something that's going to blow you people's mind about this, the whole thing. I will leak out some secrets that are going to shock everybody. And these idiots, they will go back and go and sleep. Thank you very much. If he's willing, call me and we will put the debate. So people will hear something they never hear before. Thank you very much.
Okay. Is you that called yesterday that said that what is it called? Samuel Ekpa is fake, right?
Of course, I will prove it to you. Fake, complete fake.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
But
sir.
it's not what we're discussing now. If that guy in Finland that wants us to debate, I will start it from what, in fact, something I will go out from the channel where we don't need to say something, and I will put it here in your platform, and people will see something, we hear something they haven't heard before, and they will be shocked. I won't spare even Martin Namdekanu brother. I will bring that to the table so you people know where this thing starts from. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Please, sorry guys, let me quickly pick another call. Please, you guys make your call swiftly. Thank you very much. Love of God is my strength, madam. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
In advance to everybody. I think Sister Rita is on the platform, and I want to say Happy New Year to you. This is Love of God is my strength. And to Dr. CM, I think those are the people there now. Mommy Diaspora, and Irene, everyone that is working behind the scene that we don't see. I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. And my own Happy New Year to me, I will say I feel joy that I'm still here. But I will say one thing, in a way, is that I'm not really happy because of all what happened in our country. So I'm not really happy in a way, but I have to thank God in a way, and we have to thank God that we are here anyway. That's what I want to say first and foremost. Second thing, I want to talk about the Senate president. I find it really insulting the way that man is just playing with us. I think he's playing with us. He's playing with our intelligence. For him to come out and start to say, let us do a prayer, let us do this, let us do that. It shows no compassion. All of them are just sitting there and they are treating Nigerians the way they want, because Nigerians are not even ready to fight for themselves. Nigeria are not even ready to say things that will get them out of this mess that all of us are in. We are in a mess, Nigerians, but we might not see it. We are in a mess. The only difference between us and Sudan is that we are not running and hiding in the bush, and there's no weapon, anything out there. We are not carrying those things. But I will tell you one thing, there's already war already in Nigeria, but we might not see it, but it is happening already. It is already there, and they are sitting there for people that we lost. We lost people anyhow throughout this week. Things were happening to our people all over Nigeria, and the only thing that the president of the Senate will say is to be laughing. There's no atom of compassion. There's nothing to even say, let us rise up for those who lost their life. Nothing. They are there praying. Let us do prayer. Let us do prayer. They've been doing this prayer for how long? Since I've known the Senate, they've not bring out a law that will improve Nigeria. They've not bring out a law for us to change the constitution. They've not even organized themselves to do one great thing for Nigeria. All this prayer. But I say, I say yes. I am really disappointed in all of them. And they are doing it for themselves. They are not doing it for us. Number two, I will talk on Zach Orji. Yes, Niger wash, my brothers and sisters on the platform, it is good for us to pity people. It is good for us to say, hey, they are sick. Yes, they have right to support who they want to support. That's what we will say. But I'm telling you, when you support a wrong person, when you support a person that will not do anything for you, when you support somebody because of your belly, when you support somebody because of your stomach, and you have collected the money, good redoubt to bad thing that I'm seeing. Whether he's there, whether he's sick, it doesn't concern me. I know people who are in hospital looking for money and they cannot pay for their wife in hospital so that they can carry their children home. I know people who they have lost people during this Christmas and they are crying. I know people who are sick. They cannot even get to the hospital that Zach Orji is sleeping on the bed for. So why will I be pity for him? He should have think well. He should have think right and choose the right. God gave us, every one of us, a will. And when your will, you do not use it to well, you stand with it. It's a sow. You sow and you reap. It's what you reap that is sowing. So let him be there and let all the money he has collected and Tinubu to stand up and help him. I don't care. I don't even think about him. I will not even put it in my prayer. Instead, I will pray for those who are crying, who have lost people, who are going through discomfort, who are going through cry. That's what I will do. Those are the people I will pray for. I will not waste my prayer for Zach Orji.
Thank you.
And for that man, that's one that happened that you showed us. I cried anyway because me, I have this kind of compassion, and for me not to feel anything for Zach, that is my spirit is. I can't even stand him the way he is behaving. So I will just say this is an example for us as parents. When our children are on the internet, please let us check what they are doing. Don't let us say, oh, we want them, let them be there so that they can't disturb us. Let us always check on our children to know who they are talking with, who they are chatting with on the internet, so that we will not correct them and befriend your children so that they will not run from you and say, oh my, if I tell my mom, if I tell my dad, he will be angry. Befriend them, let them speak to you, and we will know what is happening in their life. And this will not happen to any of us again. In this 2024, it will be a great year for us. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry guys, I need to pick another call quickly. It's just that callers don't know the right time to call. Somebody's talking, everybody's calling. The person doctor finished now. You know, call again. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. This John is calling from Cyprus.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you, sir.
We react to what this last call I just called just now. Mr. Nigeria was, first of all, as a human, you have rights to support who you wish to support, whether Peter Abio, whether Atiku, whether Tinubu. That's your right. Okay. The same woman that said that it's not pity for me. She can fall sick tomorrow. Nobody's above sickness. We cannot use sickness to judge it as somebody's bad.
So you also have right. You also hold on. You also have right to support what is wrong, right?
See, Mr. Dada was saying this to me. Whether wrong or not wrong, we should not that say she should die.
No, that's what I'm saying. You answer that first. Please, I don't like blabbing on this platform. Do you have right to support what is wrong that will affect other people's lives? No, answer the question now. It's just a simple yes or no now.
It depends on what you mean by wrong. Okay? I'm not supporting bad. I don't support kids.
So the people that they have killed in Plateau for the past couple of days now, you are not aware.
I'm not saying that is not wrong. But I'm trying to say that people say it's good for Zach Orji. No, that I'm saying it's very wrong to say because he's sick.
You did not start with that. You are saying people have rights to support anything they like. So if it's wrong that we have the wrong that we affect, hold on, the wrong that we affect my life, people have right to support it, right?
You are not calling this to me. See, those people that died in Plateau, sincerely, I feel bad, I feel pain. But my own issue is that people are just saying it should carry support.
Yeah, but you feel pain, but your president still never go visit them till now.
Mr. Maja Wash, I'm really bothered about this Plateau shit. Those Plateau states, it really pains me.
That's what I'm saying, but what can you say now? Your president have not visited them. Talk about your president. Talk about your president. Don't be beating around. Your president have not visited the Plateau state. What can you say about that?
It's bad. It's bad. Even if Obi was there yesterday, it's not as Tinubu is not a good man. Tinubu is a wrong man. I'm not saying Tinubu is good, but the way people are attacking that Zach Orji that is voted because of his belly. Mr. Naja was whether good or bad, it's not just with him there that is good for him. Anybody can, that woman, anybody can go for sick tomorrow.
If you talk about Zach Orji, that would have been nice. I'm only questioning you when you say people can vote anybody they like. If somebody is satanic, you still vote him because is your right.
One second. I watched one news and people said people are criticizing Zach Orji because he supported Tinubu. That's why I said Zach Orji has right to support whoever want to support. It's all right. Me, I supported Peter Obi.
You know, you did not support Peter Obi, my brother.
So how do you know? I always call this program. How do you know that it's supportive of Peter? How do you know that it's supportive of Because I'm saying that the way people are condemning Zach Orji is wrong. We are saying
No. You've called so many times. I know you are Tinubu man now. Why? That's one thing I don't understand about you people. Why you always deny your principle?
I can show my life. I'm from those states. Okay. I'm in Turkey. I will support Tinubu. If I support Tinubu, would you kill me? I didn't support Tinubu. Would you kill me? If I support it, would you kill me?
Okay, you are talking in respect of humanity then. Okay, that's fine.
I'm talking about this. Okay, the other woman say I don't pity for you. No, that's very wrong. She can fall. I'm not pity that she fall sick, but she can fall sick tomorrow. We are humans.
That's true.
Say it's good for him.
All right.
No,
that's true.
Thank
you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Let me move on. Callers, please. I'll come back to you. Let me go to the panel. Let me hear from at least one or two persons. We have 3 people with us here. We're only 4 here for now. Madam Rita, it's good to have you on the panel today. Good evening to you, ma. How are you doing today? And happy New Year to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Elvis, and happy New Year in advance to you. And I'm greeting everybody. My lovely.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. It's
okay.
me. That was what. Thank you.
Okay. I was just greeting you to say Happy New Year in advance and everyone in the panel and my lovely mommy diaspora. I love you, Mama. Happy New Year in advance. And everybody in the comment section, I cannot mention everybody's name, but I know that I see you all and God bless you all. And I wish everybody a happy 2024.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Elvis, God bless you. I'm not going to say much, but I will just say God bless you. I'm going to go quickly. I don't want to talk much about a young lady who passed on. I heard my elder sister, Doris Omorege, speak about, parents should be close to their kids, speak to their kids. I know I looked at the story. I mean, I listened to the story, and it didn't seem like the girl and her father didn't have a relationship. They had a relationship, and it seemed that they were very close. But, there are several factors here. The factors of, what we see in the Western world now, or modern day world, is when you reach a certain age, your parents have, especially in the West, not Africa right now. When you get to a certain age, your parents have no sort of control over you. You have your rights. You are deemed a matured person. There's some countries, 16 years old, you are looked at as an adult. In some countries, it's 21. Some countries, it's 18. So when a girl reaches that age, or 18 reaches that age, there's some sort of limitations in what the parents can do for that child or demand from that child. What every good parent would do is advise that child, and however you raise the child, it will be to the best of your ability. You can only continually pray for your child. But however, I know that in every girl's life, when you have a father figure with you, and if you are close enough to your father to say, okay, I'm seeing this person, I'm dating this person. Some fathers, I would advise that most fathers, please tell your daughters, do not have sex with any guy that you meet yet. Do not. Even the K word, you can get hepatitis with just doing the K. Just that. You don't have to go through the whole 9 years. Just doing the K, you can get hepatitis. And, it's very, very unfortunate to watch with all the work that she did. She seemed like a good girl. When I mean good girl, in terms of, she's studious, she's focused,
a graduate as well.
Yes, she know what she wanted to do. She was, inspired by what her father was doing. So you could see that. But unfortunately, sometimes you just meet certain people in your life, that just messes up your life. And this is one of those cases. Definitely, it will have been something sexual that the guy was threatening the father, with. And there's something that my sister said. She said she gave a story of the two young men in Nigeria that were expedited actually to the US because they were participated in the passing of a young man in the US, and it is so funny that I don't know if because this man is a black man, because I cannot excuse myself from saying that race has to come into matters like this on how the matter is being dealt with. I cannot deceive myself or excuse. In fact, we should not deceive ourselves or excuse ourselves to say that race doesn't play a role in how matters have been investigated or solved expeditedly in the West, no matter where you are, Europe or North America. So if they could do that, so those two young men, and brought them back to the US, definitely they're going to have jail terms. And then this man's case now, he has evidence of somebody. In fact, for somebody to even blackmail you alone, that is a crime. That is against the law. Just that alone. And then looking at the fact that this person participated in the passing of this girl because of the actions, and they have evidences. Then, since May, we are in this. In fact, the year's ended already. And I don't even know why. Maybe I'm not in the UK. Perhaps this story came out, but I don't even know why we are hearing this now. Because please, and stations like BBC, even Good Morning America or Good Morning Britain, they should have been bringing out this story at all times. There are people on social media. The man should know that, like Shola Shogbemimu, she's in the UK. She's been going after. I follow her. She's somebody that is outspoken, someone that has media coverage, someone that's influential, that talks about issues with racism and how cases are handled. So that's why sometimes we all need some sort of resources. I thank you, Mr. Najawa, for even bringing this out. I don't know if you can sort of bring this. If you have this case in your social media handle like Instagram, I can tag Sholak Shogbemimu, the lady, so she can bring this case out, and let people know. We can see the BBC bring this thing out, because this man needs justice. It's unfortunate she met a demonic person like that, but she needs justice. So her soul will rest in peace. At least the father can have closure. It's just unfortunate. May God help all of us. May God help our families and our children. Every parent, do your best. Social media age, your child may not have a phone at home, but your child has friends. They go to school. When the independent age where you can't even talk to children these days because of the kind of social norms in this West, and what they put out there. You cannot talk to a child. The child is an adult. So there's a whole lot of things. But please, both male and female. It's not just a female now. If you have girl children, please advise them when it comes to relationship. This girl obviously wasn't experienced in relationship. This guy was possibly the first guy that she met, and the guy capitalized on her vulnerability, and this is the end, unfortunately, for that bright young lady. May the family find closure, and may they have peace. And I pray that the young girl will rest in perfect peace. And I also pray that she will get justice, because either way, she needs to get justice. For the love of God, my strength. I greet you and Happy New Year, ma. I was so happy when you mentioned the issue of Akpabio, because that was the exact feeling I was having. I just want to put that out there so that I don't forget. Now, in case of Zach Orji, see, Nigerians, we need to understand something. Somehow, I think we kind of forget the way politics is practiced in Nigeria. It's even different from the way politics is even practiced in Kenya. Let us stay within the African continent now. The way politics is practiced in Nigeria is different from the way politics is practiced even in Kenya. But somehow, unconsciously, we tend to kind of make it as if it's similar. Like, there's a fair playing ground. There's no violence. You go and vote. And then whoever they announce, and that's the person that's the actual winner of the election and all that. And then anybody who is supporting, their candidates, the person has the right to support. And then we shouldn't use that, as a measure of judgment of the character of the person based on who they supported. But come back to Nigeria. Most of you I'm talking to now. Nigerian politics is not similar to Europe, North America, or even Kenya. What we experienced 2023 was a brazen, wicked, I'm trying to look for a very decent adjective because we're on social media to describe what Nigerians went through. Our brother here, Dr. CM, lost his cousin, for crying out loud. It will be sensible for any Nigerian right now to know that these so-called celebrities, I call them moons, because they depend on a moon will depend on the sun for the light. Those people that do astrology, you understand what I'm trying to say? Without you as fans, they will not be celebrities. So be careful in who you look up to as your mentor. Thank God for the likes of Peter Obi that has kind of opened, it's kind of blossomed people's ideas of what it is to look for in a mentor, or what it is to look for to somebody that you want to at least be aspired to be like. Not 100%, or you copy somebody's character or way of life to say, okay, I would like to have I would like to walk in the footsteps of this person. Peter Obi gave us that platform for free. Now, Zach Orji, the likes of Zach Orji, I'm going to mention names. Doke Silva, Olu Jacobs, that I respect him, or his wife. I used to respect her, but after this election, I don't. Just like so many other so-called Sheilo, so-called Yeye that people look up to. In the Nigerian context, we have seen oppression. We have seen how people have been marginalized. People's businesses have been shut down deliberately. People's food has been taken out of their mouth. No schools for children. You have seen how people even pass away from gunshot wounds by even the so-called perpetrators. We are seeing the likes of Mohbad pass on. If you take it or leave it, this politics is related to the passing of Mohbad. It is relative, because the people who are doing what they are doing and they are still celebrating in public is because they are covered and supported by the oppressors that people so-called vote into office. So therefore, the sentiments Nigerians have over what happened to Zach Orji, I will not say I pray he gets better. I would say that I hope that the medical system in Nigeria revives him. That is what I would say. I hope the medical system in Nigeria revives him to good health, back to his normal health, or whatever good health he wants to define for himself or his family. That is just my hope. It is not like a prayer right now. Because recent people, I believe in prayer, but prayer doesn't bring good healthcare system. Prayer doesn't bring good roads network system. Prayer doesn't bring good education either. It doesn't. So that's why I say I hope that the medical system in which he believed, or he believed that, okay, the person that he's supporting would change this system, would help him revive back to where he was before, before this situation. And so that is why, when people are upset and say this is what you supported, we need to understand that Nigerian politics is different. It was so clear that this person that you are supporting forged certificates, forged identity. He brazenly said, snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. The people he supported and said, Mama Chukudi, if you don't say no one vote for APC, no come vote out. It was even brazenly displayed of what they did in Lagos, and started calling anybody that does not have the Yoruba mark or does not look like is the Moibo. They deliberately separated people. They deliberately intimidated people. And you now have, this is not even the midnight where maybe some of you are sleeping. In broad daylight on camera, we're on the camera age. This set of people brazenly display this rascality. And now, you now have somebody like Zach Orji, who has seen this. Doke Silva, Sheilo, who has seen all these things. And now say, I support it. Come on now, Abba. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Think outside the box. Open your mind. This is where you are. Mr. Naija was asking our brother from Syria. I don't know if it's Syria or Cyprus. And said, are you saying that because of the name of everybody has a right to choose what they want to choose, that means if you're choosing evil, it is okay? You see how I broke it down? All these vices that we saw on a daily basis, as a matter of fact, it is still happening right now. We are seeing it on social media. They call us obedience. The other one, that's Professor Rice and Beast, call us fascists, all sort of names. Till today, if we are criticizing, they say you people have not gotten over us winning you, us cheating you, us intimidating you. Somebody in our senior brother, Dr. CM, lost his brother. He lost his brother, for crying out loud. Is that not a human being? The lady that her eyes was almost blinded. She had scars for the rest of her life when she went to vote. Is that not somebody's child or somebody's wife or somebody's sister? Many of the nameless people that we don't know that passed on during this election, the ones that we don't know or that was not even recorded, were they not human beings? Didn't they have a soul? Didn't they have family that cried? Didn't they have mothers, brothers, and sisters, and friends that cried? Are they less of human beings than people like Zach Orji that is even still alive? Are you telling me now that how I'm expressing myself, or because for the love of God, my strength, the way she expressed herself, are you saying that the way she expressed herself is not valid? All these vices that we saw, these people stood, carried microphone, and supported these vices. At least, even if you're supporting it, have the conscience, stay in your house. Stay in your house, because I know that there's some so-called celebrity that supported Agbado. They did not want to come out. It's just like some people come here and say, I supported the AAC. Meanwhile, it's Agbado they supported. But this one, they brazenly came out to support. They didn't give a damn. They didn't care. They didn't care. They did not care. They didn't care. Put it in your brain. They didn't care. People were screaming and shouting. This is what these people are doing. There were evidences of this man that said, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. There were people's businesses that were burnt down. There were people that were hurt. There were people that were insulted. There were people that were lied on. They lied on Peter Obi, even on his children, for crying out loud. That man was desperate to make Nigeria better. He wasn't desperate to be president, for crying out loud. But you have people like Zach Orji and Joke Silva and all the other people. They were supporting them in broad daylight and said they didn't care. And now something has happened to them. You're not asking me to pray. I can only pray for the people who are in pain due to the leadership of these kinds of people. I cannot pray for people who are. I can only hope that the system in which they support brings them back to the status quo of what they were before he fell sick. That's the only thing I can do. You can call me a wicked person, but God sees my conscience, and God sees the conscience of everyone. Let us call a spade, for crying out loud. There's a difference. Nigerian politics is wicked politics. It's demonic politics. It is demonic politics, people. So that is why anybody, if you want to feel anything, you want to feel about Zach Orji, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid, for crying out loud. I'm going to go back to, what's his name? It's unfortunate again. Attack on Plateau State. I don't know again. I don't know. I think cows are more important than human beings in the Nigerian scheme of things. And listen to this Akpabio. Listen, do you even need prayers for somebody to vote to stand for a 1 minute silence for people who were massacred? Is that a process? I don't know. I've listened to a lot of plenaries from different parts of the world. I've never really seen. I don't know. Maybe it's there. I haven't seen it. That they have to put it as a prayer or a request that the eyes have it, whether we should have a 1 minute silence. Like, man, I don't know. Oshomole, Mr. Elvis, I see. When I see this group of owls sitting down in a hollow chamber, I don't, no matter what comes out from their buccal cavity, no matter what comes out, I am not, even if what they are saying is like, okay, that's a valid question, the request that they're making. These requests have been made severally in the past, and nothing was done. And we had repeated assault on human beings. So therefore, Adam Shoshomole coming back or speaking up as a new senator is like deja vu. It's like I'm hearing it again, just that it's coming from a different person. So it's not. I don't hold it with I don't hold it like cement. I hold it like water. going into the drainage. You know, with all due respect to him, he said what he said. But, you know, there's one thing that they forgot to mention. Immigrations and customs. If they want to call the service chiefs, immigrations and customs. The service chiefs have come to the Senate before now. Come on now. We all seen it. We can look for that video. They've come and they've questioned them. Even the time they even called the custom man, is it Yusuf during Buhari's time? He was reluctant to come. He refused to even wear his uniform. He refused to wear it, and he was brazenly arguing with them. And he said, "They don't listen. Many of them know who they are outside the hallowed chambers. They know who is kneeling down for who. So that is why when it comes to the nitty-gritty of it, is the way they look at them outside the hallowed chamber, is how they respond to them. Either rudely or nonchalantly, like whatever I say, you can't do me anything. And really and truly, after that Senate, these ones will come to their house in the night to beg. Because some of them have power or influence on why that person even got that position. So where are we at? So really, what they really say, it doesn't really mean anything. This is my own perspective. It doesn't, I don't feel anything because nothing will be done. And these actions are going to happen again, unfortunately. This is just like the theory of what happens in school. Sylvester Oromoni passed on. He hasn't been buried now. Many other children passed on after Sylvester's issue. Nothing happened. The owners of this school have they have connections with people in government. It's a cycle. Another one will happen again. So what happened? All that what they're doing in the Senate is like, come on, man. Who are you? Who are you people fooling? Even listen to Akpabio's voice, like what Love of God my strength said. She just spoke my mind. I was so irritated. Even the way he speaks in just a kind of nonchalant way, as if he has hot beggary in his throat. Nonchalant way, like as if he's in his parlor. They're all smiling. No, everybody should have. In fact, they should all be wearing black in the Senate. It should be as quiet, like even a pin drop, everybody will hear. But the way those people were massacred, the trauma. Even looking at those videos, some people are already traumatized. You can imagine if you were actually there. Imagine the children, what they went through. And then you have people smiling. They are wearing their agbada, they're talking like they have beggary in their throat. And they're just talking, the eyes have it. Let us pray. It's depressing to even watch them. It's depressing. Fabio is saying it was a black Christmas. Listen, it was not a black Christmas for politicians of Nigeria. It was not a black Christmas for the likes of Akpabio. It was not a black Christmas for the apparition that is in Bodilon Avenue right now. It was not a black Christmas for them. Let us say the way it is. It was not. Life goes on. They're doing parties. They're all dressing nicely. They're all carrying, they're smiling, sharing ram and goat and rice everywhere to their friends and their minions. It was not a black Christmas for them. Oh, please. And go to me, Professor Chris on Cries, when he was talking about, apologies. I don't know. With all due respect, I really respect that Professor Chris. He's a very brilliant man, and I respect him a lot. He's very articulate as well. But I'm just going to say something like, Nigerians don't need apologies. You're asking for apologies from somebody who is not apologetic. It's like you're asking a man to give you what he doesn't have. Or you're asking a group of people to give you what they don't have. So don't even ask for it. It's like a slap on the face, sir, Professor Chris. But will never, the apparition in Aso Rock, the one in Bodilon Avenue in Lagos there, he will never apologize. And I think Nigerians don't even need apologies from a set of people whose actions are constantly and continually abusive, brazen, intimidating, and divisive. You're asking for apology from persons whose their foundation is based on forgery, rascality, narcotic business, and all sorts of evil vices you can think on the face of this earth. You're asking for apology from them. It's to me, that's an insult to even the Nigerians who are in pain. Professor Chris, in fact, you should have talked about something else, not asking for apologies. Because number one, they will never apologize. Number two, they say it they spit on our face on a daily basis. They don't care. They don't care. Asking for apologies of a man that is celebrating at Bodilon Avenue while people were slaughtered. Until date, he hasn't even gone there. nobody should insult our intelligence or our pain. And finally, the publication on the People's Gazette saying that, the world is deaf on the killings of Christians, as a sport, by insurgency and all that. What do you expect the world to do? The West doesn't care about Africa. What they care is about what Africa has for them. They don't care about Africa. They are giving aids to countries like now. You see, Canada is giving aids and special treatment to people and their descendants from Palestinian and Israel. The other day, when that thing happened in Syria, Germany took, I think, 1 point something million people. I think that was even the largest, then. Angela Merkel brought 1 point something million people from Syria. Canada did their own. America did their own. People in European countries did their own. But when fights happen in Sudan, that's happening. That's even happening now. Or we see what happened in Nigeria. Even, bring back our girls thing. What did they do? What did they do for Nigerians? What does that tell you? Aid is selective depending on what they are getting from that country. They don't care about if they are using us to play panya or the people are buying themselves. They don't care. The West don't care. Let us stop looking for sympathy or help from the West. They don't care. They only care for our resources. QED. They don't care about us. They don't care. What do you want them to do? You want them to waste? You think Biden or the EU is going to waste their money to help me? They're not going to. They are looking at the diamond mines, the gold mines, the oil and the rest. They're looking for resources. They care about who is. In fact, it will even favor them because these insurgents and the caliphate, they are making deals with them so that they actually get the resources from the land, drive them away, and the deal that the caliphate will make, like, okay, we will occupy the land, but we will remove these people so you can have access to drill what you're doing. You take this percentage, I'll take that percentage. That's just what it's about. It's a business. Nigeria is a business, it's a business area. Nigeria is the Balogun market of the world. So everybody is sharing it. They are sharing it and they are making deals depending on who is the leader there. So they don't care. So we should not expect anything from them. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for this opportunity. Thank you for you guys having patience for me. I know I took a long time speaking. God bless you.
Thank you very much, moderator. That's fine. Because we don't have enough people here, so we just wanted you to flow. Thank you. God bless you. Guys, press on the like button. Let's go to the next person, which is Oga CM. Oga CM, it's good to have you on the panel. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Niger Watch. Please, all protocols. I mean, short, not really protocol. Jonathan Kingsley, welcome to the show. Madam Rita, thank you for well delivered message. But we Nigerians ever learn, we dare listen. Your guess is as good as mine. Niger Watch, I start with you. Thank you very much for the opportunity from the year. It's a long year, 365 days. We've been together, following each other. Because you come out, we have to join. If you didn't come out, you won't see us. So if you come, so thank you for keeping the flag flying. Like I've always told you, nobody. Well, I wouldn't say nobody, but this is my own judgment. I find it difficult if somebody can fault you for effort, distinction you scored. If I'm to mark the script for effort towards making Nigeria better in your own little way or your little initiative. But whether you've realized what you're looking for, that is open to debate for people to assess. Anybody can assess it. But for the effort, it's only somebody who is wicked that will turn the other way and said, no, it will score you excellently well for effort. So, but that is, to me, that is what matters. Effort is matters, not really the result, but what effort did you make? So you're on the right track. Now, as we are ending the year, I know there's quite a couple of things to say, but I just do a mini headline review. Politically, this year belongs to P2B. If an individual should claim it, it belongs to P2B. Not really because he got the ultimate prize he was gunning for. No, but he mobilized, he took a lot of people under his wings, politically speaking. He inspired a lot of people. He made some people to say, oh, let me go and get my PVC as a starting point Let's not forget the rush to get PVC. Even in January, dying minute, people were still looking for PVC as if it's a gold dust, simply because of one man, P2B. So this year belongs to P2B as far as Nigeria is concerned politically. Nobody can share it with him. If at all we say one man, I mean somebody with a single person should take it. He came, he saw, and he conquered. Forget about the criminal enterprise called INEC and what they did. No. Heavens will bear him witness that yes, he played the politics, especially in a shark infested environment like Nigeria. P2B played the politics that is far beyond the reach, far beyond the comprehension. Even in some Western world, you can't play like this. Very, very calm under pressure. No matter the provocation, he keeps his calm and he delivers his message. All the, lies, you can't penetrate here. If you go here, you can't. People were even waiting to receive him. All it takes is to say that P2B is coming. There is no politician I've heard that people will be assembling to wait for him, say from 8 o'clock in the morning up to 10 in the night at Ring Road, Benin. People were waiting just to see a politician. He said he's going to Auchi to see the Otaru of Auchi from there to all the Isha. Before you get to Edo State, Benin Ring Road, and it was night. We watched it here. People were still waiting, following his convoy. So that says a lot that Nigerians made the right choice. So for this year going forward, nobody can say Nigerians don't know what they want. They know. It's just that principalities and power, which some people said, yes, we can do something to remove it. Some may say it should be supernatural, God will do, but I don't know why. Because Nigerians know what they wanted. The first time they had politics without money exchanging hands. We know they give shishi, we know they take shishi. People were doing t-shirt on their own. All they want to know is, what do we print on it? Do we put the logo? They say put in, they will go and buy and design and wear and even give people. People donated their houses. Say, come and paint it, let party this, P2B, come and free. Use it for the election. We saw it. These are not making things up. It's like I'm reviewing all that we've been watching here. So that shows a lot. That's why I voted for him. That's why I believe he is the man. So politically this year, Nigeria has not had it. Nigeria had it good at the polling unit because people voted for their right choice. But in terms of the result and what the aftermath, that is what we are, the quagmire, the mess is what we are witnessing now because of a criminal enterprise called INEC that traded off the people's mandate just because of one evil, one criminal, one druggie. That is it. And in ending the year, let me also emphasize what I keep saying before. There are drug barons all over the world, from Asian continent, Australia, South America, North America, anywhere, Europe, Africa, Middle East. But I've never heard that a drug addict who consumes more drug than food, a drug pusher, a baron, raised up his hand to indicate his interest to lead his country, and he was not put in prison. It only happened in Nigeria, and I pray this should be the last time it will happen anywhere in the world because it's a bad omen. As much as people accuse Colombia of being the mecca of all those narco business, I've never heard that one of them, no matter all their billions of dollars, dreamt of leading Colombia. But today, Colombia is a clean country, moving at the speed of light, at the speed of sound. So you can imagine where Nigeria is. And that is a very sad commentary. So, which brings me to the calamity that Nigeria is now, the return of Fulani headsmen. We thought that when the apparition, because Monarita said this is apparition, I think we had a first, that this should be the second apparition. When the previous apparition handed over to this particular one, we thought that the Fulani, whatever it is, headsmen should have gone with him. But no, they've made a comeback. and with sadistic gusto. Look at the Plateau. We are celebrating Christmas. Even if you don't have something to eat, at least you go to church as a Christian or pray and come back. Yet people are losing their lives now, their means of livelihood and their homes. So if you are lucky, you were not deleted, you should be hanging somewhere as a refugee. Now look at a little bit afield. Look across the border of Plateau State to Benue State, across the boundary. People has been. Remember, let us remember that sometime in 2022 December, Peter Obi was there at the refugee camp. What he told the people in the refugee camp in Benue State was, I should have been spending my Christmas somewhere else in my house, but because you people are here, I have to be here. Now, 1 year after, those people are still there. If it's a nation governed by compassionate people or led by compassionate people, the first thing after inauguration should have been how to end that nonsense. Now, in your own country, you will be at the refugee camp and be thinking of how your compound is. You can't get in there. Not because you were bombed out of existence, but the fact that some people empowered by the state to come and took over your residence. And now you are a whole family, you can imagine, living in a squalor when there's no full-blown war. Yes, the Syrians could be living in refugee camp all over Middle East or in Turkey under tent. You can say, yes, your house has been bombed or whatever. But this is a case of whatever it is you left in your house, you've left it. Somebody else occupied it. And that is the nonsense that is happening in Nigeria today. Everything this year. So this year is quite a very, very pregnant year for Nigeria. Now, having said this, because of Fulani headsmen, I would like to use this opportunity to pay tribute to the man who died some days ago, called the barrister Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu Akiti. Why I'm saying this is that if you remember the menace, the nonsense that these Fulani headsmen are causing up and down the country in Nigeria start last year or 2-3 years behind, you will remember how this man, as governor of Ondo State and chairman of Southwest Governors Forum, stood in the gap and said over his dead body that this thing must be addressed. He used the instrument of the law because he's a senior advocate of Nigeria, in fact, a distinguished lawyer and the practitioner of international repute. So he used the instrument of the law to fight it and then pass it, make sure that the Southwest states, except Lagos, because of the apparition was in charge. So had to come together and say, look, never again. I'm not making it up. I watched an interview on channels between late Rotimi Akeredolu and Shenwo Kimbaloye. Shenwo was asking him, he told him that the Agbekoya means farmer or farmers in Yoruba language. He said they came to him to tell him that they can't go to the farm because of Fulani headsmen. He said so. He said, then what do I do? As the chief security officer in Ondo State, he said, no, it can't happen. I have to do something to help them. That if I fail in my duty, any day I cannot be able to protect them, I resign. I can never forget that. That is what leadership is. Not just what it may not be the credential you have before, but what the decision you take when you are in office, it matters a lot. I remember reading Time magazine in which they said that America does not so much elect their leader based on what you've done in the past. It's good. But they will just imagine, what if there's something at 2 a.m., there's a phone call? Can this man be able to handle it? Immediately after being sworn in, and there's something happening all over the world in which they expect America to take the lead. Can you do it? That's what they are projecting. So Akeredolu lived up to the billing. He was up to the job. Speaking, yes, he must have not have provided industries, maybe hundreds of them in Ondo State or maybe by the Southwest, and pay salary as at when due. I know all those things. Those ones are not making excuses. They are supposed to be fulfilled. Then he must have not done this or that. Yes, and then the last days of his administration, he was sick. There's a rumor flying around. He refused to handover, or people are looting money, looting this. It's neither here nor there because I can't substantiate any. But above all this, there's something that is most important. When the life of the people that voted into office are being threatened, you have to stand up. There is nothing more important than life. That is what takes a leader. Anybody can provide job. Anybody, you can leave your country and go and look for job somewhere. But as long as you are there, that protection, the leader must give it to you. At the federal level, Nigeria is lacking it. At the state level, in Ondo State, Akeredolu provided it. So for that, I regard him as a hero. And I will say this for our listeners, if they are the Yoruba people, if they are listening, for whatever it is worth, they must immortalize the name of that man. Because in their history, when it mattered most, when their people were crying, let them remember that Yorubas, we watched a clip here in which Yorubas were in Benin Republic as refugees. They ran away. They crossed the border from Oyo State, Igogo and all those Shaki area, Igogo and Barakpa. Crossed over, left their house. You see a man and a woman, this one carry mat, this one will draw small children. Under a mango tree, they went to interview them. They said, look, the Fulani herdsmen chased them out of their house. It was people like Akeredolu that stood, and now today that has been normalized. But such things may not gain a political mileage, but it's something that somebody should be proud of. So this year again, let me also remember God smiled on Nigeria in the field of sports. My favorite player, Victor Osimhen, became the African Footballer of the Year. Something that Nigeria won the last time was in 1996 with Kanu Nwankwo. So Victor Osimhen plays, I think he's from Edo State, plays for Napoli. Before then, Victor had won under 17 for Nigeria, either in 2013 or 2014 or between 2013, 14, or 15 or 17. I can't remember exactly the year. So he's been a winner and a champion. He plays for Napoli, a football club in Serie A, Italy. And it's remarkable, it should be noteworthy that the Napoli Football Club said since the founding of that club, only two players has been players of consequence. Number one, the great Diego Armando Maradona. After him, Victor Osimhen. And since Maradona left in 1991, after winning two championships for them, they've not won anything until Osimhen came. And then led them to Italian Serie A. That's why he's still there. So for that, I'm grateful for him. It was a blessing for Nigeria. So people like us will forever remain his fan. At the same time, there's another lady called Asisat Oshoala. Everything happened this year.
I bet was pray because I said no one buy in January.
Okay, so Asisat Oshoala became the African Footballer of the Year women category. That's okay. That's also something to be proud of this year for Nigeria. At least something happened in triple. Then Chiamaka Nnadozie became the African Goalkeeper of the Year in female category football. So the trinity of Victor Osimhen, Asisat Oshoala, and Chiamaka Nnadozie. Well, everything cannot just be dark. At least I use it to put a smile this year. And I want Nigeria, because of Victor Osimhen, to win the Nations Cup that will start next month in Ivory Coast in January 2024, so that he will be in top position to retain his title, not just win it once and go. He have to continue winning it at least for consecutively, even if it's at least 3 or 4 times. Then we know that yes, at least we've dominated it for now. So these are some of the things I would like to say. And then, like Niger Watch said, why not? If you can play for Napoli, come to London and see it's a bigger city, bigger everything, much more Nigerian population than Napoli. Napoli could be regional, but you've made them what they are. That should be okay for them. Come to Arsenal and then write your name in gold again. They've not won the Champions League. Probably this is where you go and set the record. And being a club in London, you have to compete with other bigger clubs, but eventually you will be the African king again, because a lot of black people in London, Nigerians, Africans, they always go for Arsenal. And because of that, the support base you are going to receive is there. Don't worry about the African food or black soup or whatever you want to eat. You will feel at home. So I hope the negotiation goes well. And if Arsenal can't get him, let nobody get him. until you leave Napoli, you move to Arsenal. So that is my wish. Now, this what is it called? On Zach Orji. You see, yes, people are quick to say everybody is free to vote for whoever they like to vote for. Or I mean, not really vote, just make a choice. I know. You can say it's free for you to go and be a criminal, to go and rob a bank. After all, now your decision. But there are some decisions that have consequences. That is the issue. Behind every thought, behind every action, there's a thought. So there are some decisions that have consequences. We know it's your decision, but what pains me, why certain people do not understand why they call people public opinion or role model or this. It's not that anybody cannot go and vote. Zach Orji could go to the next shop and buy a bread. Nobody cares. You could leave one market, go there and buy Gary, do what? Nobody cares. Because that is like only those people around you. But when you feel that you are known nationally and you are become a star, sometimes you have to consider the implication of your decision on your numerous fans. You are somebody because of people supporting you. You are because we are. I am because you are. So when you are taking certain decisions, by the way, telling people, can you hand on heart, you beat your chest, you are campaigning for Tinubu. Tinubu is not a person that suddenly you discover because he was rigged into office. You are now discovering scandal. The scandals have been made manifest year before. So why did you go that? Is it hunger? No, 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 no. And now you're expecting those your fans that you betrayed. By the way, if indeed that you were doing something based on you feel is the popular, did any of your fans approve it? How many of them approved it? They didn't. Now, but you are in difficulty and people are expecting people to go, oh, no, we have to. No, no, no. And it doesn't work that way. You live with the decision you make. Why can't they transfer him to a hospital where Tinubu built? Why can't the president he campaigned for visit him? These are questions begging for answers. Let us not just, I'm not trying to, but look, live with the decision you make. How could you, Zach Orji of all people, how could you make that such a choice? Saying with when you have P2B, even I mean, look at the gallery of people coming out, about 18 of them. You tell me this is the best because of what? You tell me this is the best. The criminality is there, the forgery is there, the vices. So what are you trying to present? Even if you Zach, do you not deserve that you want somebody who is clean, a quality character to lead Nigeria? If I'm to interpret your decision, it means that this is the person you feel is the best candidate in terms of conduct, character, and moral upbringing to come and be the president of Nigeria. That is your choice? I mean, that is what you've decided, and you wanted us to follow suit. No, I don't do that. I don't know why you are. Whether it's not for me. Whether whatever you are going through. I mean, people are died in the plateau. People are no more. That is even your own is that maybe you are still nothing, you are still there. So there are things that are worse than this. But I'm not wishing anything. Only I'm trying to say is that look, if that is what you take, my annoyance is that why should you choose a man like that? What convinced me why Tinubu was an option? Don't you even have morals? The fact that he has this type of baggages, what are you going to do? Why not choose? And there are other people you could have. You can say I voted for this person. So otherwise, why should we be arresting people for robbery? Why should somebody arrive at the airport, you search the luggage and see hard drug, you start to shout? But you willingly, these are the people you're endorsing. So no, 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 no. Everything must have every decision must have a consequence. I'm not happy. Look at what you wished on Nigeria, and since they look at the way Nigeria is going. Now, does it mean that if peradventure you recover and come back to life, is that also which means you now join the train? You tell us that you did the right thing. You can't say you regret. You don't have to regret anything because you know, of all people, you should know. You should say, who is really this person? Where did you make your research to come to the conclusion that yes, this is the best? No, no, everything cannot be in the service of the stomach. As far as I know, that is not the issue. So, well, whatever it is that you are going through, I didn't put you in that condition. There are a lot of people that are having it worse. Like Madam Rita observed, I'm always forgotten about it. Emeka Ikechukwu Mwaneke, my cousin, this year was deleted. What was the reason? Saturday, 25th May, 25th February was the election day. They finished everything. On Sunday, 26th, he relaxed. Monday, let him go to his business, at least to start fending for his young family. Only to come and say the Oluoma and this same person, Zach Orji, voted for, were the people that said nobody should come out. How can that be? How can I Jaguda tell you not to do your business when you are not breaking the law by opening up? Other businesses are opening all over Lagos. Because this one is owned by people, they say they don't want them, Omachuku, the type of people. They have to go there and stab the boy to death. He bled. Is like what is it called? A public works department. If the public tap burst, you see water rushing like this. Every main road will be flooded. That was how it rushed. Then how many liters? It's not 5.4 or 5.5 liter maximum you have. The thing wasted, and then the boy, the black eye went in, and then the white eye turned out. I don't know. He packed up. That was it. That is just a testament to what happened this year. So sometimes when people say you're a celebrity, you're a star, when you get to the top, there are decisions you have to something you have to be circumspect in taking some decisions. So this year, Zach Orji, you didn't paint your name in gold. It's a shame that you will choose Tinubu ahead of P2B. Not tribal. You know what is tribal? We're not talking of tribal. In terms of quality, they don't measure up. Don't you have criteria that you are going to say? Don't you know what is moral? Do you like cheating? Can you employ somebody who forged his certificate to come and work for you? Of course not. And you know all this. All these are known to you. You have the facts. You know it. Yet you are going to tell me because of where the belly face. Even then, you are not a poor person. At your status, at least you are better than millions of Nigerians. You can afford food. That's all I know. But the quality might be different. But you can afford it. You have a roof over your head, and your name can open some doors somewhere, even without you saying it. So what else is your own? What waiting? You go and endorse Agbado to come and suffer, and they look at where we are. People in Plateau. Now, P2B, you refuse to vote for. You feel it's not this. P2B has gone to the Plateau. P2B went to Kaduna, where you see people went to refugee camp, even went to, what is it called, Haiti, when he was governor. This should have shown you the type of, because leadership is about how do you look upon those that are, that are at the lowest rung of the ladder. That is how you treat them. That is what matters. Still nothing. Now look at where Nigeria is. You people conspire to vote for this type of person in so that Nigeria will continue in this mess. Well, what you see is what you get. I don't really know why that thing happening. If by I know in your sick bed you should having some moments of introspection. If you do get a second chance, you know what to do. Niger Watch, I think the lady that jumped the moving train, it's a very pathetic story. But one thing I want to say about it is this: sometimes I know that in the Western world, it's not their culture of bringing up people. A lot are being given a lot of freedom is being granted them very early in life, in which you are expected to make decisions. Unlike us, that we are brought up in the village, as long as you are still, even if you like, you're 25, 30, so far you are within the environment, your parents will still be advising you. They can't say, oh no, you can't, no. But in the Western world, if it is 18, even if you say too much, I say it's an adult. But what do they know? Everything, not all that glitters are gold. I think that was the mistake the lady made. Sometimes women, you can convince them by what you say. If you have sweet mouth, you get them. Like the people tell people, say if you get sweet mouth, you promise 7 and 8. But in the end, it's not. Not everybody. That's the conscience. Sometimes people may not be too young not to look beyond that, or even fall back on your mom and say, look, this. I don't know what transpired, but I'm really not happy with the way such a brilliant career with promising future. From what the father said, the exam that take 4 to 5 years to make within 10 months. You know what it means to clear a professional exam and then be waiting for the next assignment. And now all those things have gone to waste. So I'm really sorry. My heart goes on to the parents, Dapo Ogundip, the father Dapo Ogundipe, and the wife. It's a terrible loss. Whatever it will take for them to seek justice, they have my vote. Morally, I support whatever it takes, and then with the intention that let a lot of people learn from it. In this world, not all that glitters are gold. Some people should sometimes you take a step back, be circumspect. Sometimes you reflect on something. Let it be that you arrived late, than when arriving early will be catastrophic for you. Sometimes take a step back and reflect. This thing that is going smoothly like this, how can no hiccup, nothing, everything just moving? No, 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 no. Think twice about it. Sometimes when you see if you are driving and you see a pothole, you stop, you build up again, you move your hand. So sometimes that may be better than everything becomes a freeway. You don't know whether it's leading you to your grave. So as much as I could say about it, I'm really sorry for the loss of life. I'm sorry for the family. May God give them the fortitude to bear the loss, but then they'll then seek justice no matter what it takes, and make sure that so many lessons must be learned from this to guide people in future not to fall into this type of, undesirable element that led her to her early grave. Naja, what? Let me yield here. I come back again. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate every one of you for supporting this channel throughout the whole year. I appreciate you all. Without you guys, I don't know how I would have made it possible. Thank you very much. Give us our mandate, Augustine, Mr. Chooks, Obibweze, Madam Rita, Madam Luke, Madam Nena, Madam Busy Breeze, Madam Patricia, many other people, Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, Alga Ferrara, Olumide, and many others. If I say I mention our names, we don't come up for here. Kenny, and many more. I want to say thank you very much, my wonderful people. And God, I will bless them. Mr. Alex, my brother, thank you. Madam Irene's finest, Madam Martina Albasi TV, thank you. Madam Amen Bright, Tony Africa, and many others. That God will bless you. And I appreciate every one of you. It was a collective effort. We'll continue from where we stop from tomorrow by God's grace. But meanwhile, let me quickly give opportunity for Mr. Jonathan to talk to us quickly. Then we'll have 5 minutes round up so that we can round up on time today. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, if you are there, please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone and all the submission made so far. I want to wish you a very happy new year. I want to wish everyone there a happy new year, Mr. CM, Madam Rita, everyone that is on this broadcast, that has been on this broadcast, those on the comment section that has been here throughout the year. I want to wish everyone without exception, a happy new year. So thank you very much. See, one of the areas that touched me most today is that of Zach Orji. The issue of Nigeria, is there. We can always talk about it, and we will do. For me as a Nigerian, I will keep doing that. Every opportunity, every platform that I have. For Zach Orji, it really pains me for the simple fact that actually it's one of my best Nollywood actors. It's one of my list of Nollywood actors. Zach Orji, is amongst them. If I say my top 5, it's amongst the top 5. Not until what we saw this past year, especially this year, I was so disappointed. Been watching Zach Orji. I remember even when I had my first baby, my baby, just a baby like this, we used to watch. You remember the home videos back then? My baby got used to this man so much that even anywhere he sees the picture, he would just jump up at the baby. That's how much I love his video. I watched him so much, Zach Orji. And the facts are there. For him, he's a man, I see him as a man of truth. And when you are a movie actor, you take the decision to act the movies that you believe the story. That's what an actor is. They will give you the script. You will go through the script. If the script is not in line with what you believe in, you find it difficult to want to take up that role because you can't bring your true self. Because it's all about being true when you are acting the movie. You want it to be real. So if the story is not in line, you in most cases, true actors, actresses, they don't take it up. And over the years, I've watched this guy. In fact, almost all of his movies. I don't think there is any one of his movie, maybe few, maybe some few when time took me off, maybe I've made some few. But this guy, he has acted movies that talk about being true. He acted movies that talked about fairness, movies that talked about compassion. Is on all. That's what his movie. At a point, I said, "Wow, this guy, you won't see him." He hardly acts bad. What we call bad man in movie. No, he is always acting. The one that is being oppressed, and at the end of the day, he becomes the victor. That's what this man, I believe, he stood for. And for him to now turn around and take this position, I was so disappointed. I just want to start with that. And for people that are saying that we should just have compassion on him. See, there is one thing about democracy. Sister Rita said something, and I want to use that. Thank you very much. You talked about hope. That they should hope. That this is not about prayer, it's about hope. Yes, thank you very much for saying that, because it kind of is going to buttress the position what I wrote down. I wanted to talk about with respect to Zach Orji. Mr. Tinubu's mantra for 2023 election was renewed hope. When it comes to democracy, there is one truism about democracy everywhere in the world. Sister Rita said that, you can, the way we practice democracy in Nigeria is not the way they even practice it, even in Benin Republic, just that you can even walk. You can even walk from Nigeria. That's how close Nigeria is to Benin Republic. The way they practice democracy there is not the same they practice. It's completely different. But there is one thing that is true. There's one truism about democracy across the world. And that truism is that election has consequences. Every election has consequences. You can't throw that away. So when we say election has consequences, it's not just about you alone. It's more about your children and the unborn generation. When you are voting, when you take the decision to vote, who you are going to support, who you are going to stand for, you have to know that this election, what I'm doing now, has consequences, even not only on myself, but most importantly, even on the unborn generation. So they should not pray. It is not about praying. They should just hope, because that's what they believe in. That's what they voted for. That's what they supported. So they should just hope that the Nigerian medical system will get better. Hope, not pray, because what we are getting now, renew hope, is renew hope for the worst. That's what you are getting. Renew hope for the worst, because when you say hope, it can be better. When you say hope can be better, hope can be for worse. It can be for good, and it can be for the other way around as well. So what you are getting now is hope for the worst. Your renewed hope for the worst is what you are getting. You know quite well when this process was going on. You know the state of Nigeria. And for people like you to stood out and say this is the person you are supporting is so disappointing, to say the least. And so when you are facing situations like, for yourself, we know that the Nigerian medical system is not going to be fixed. I mean, they're not going to fix it in 1 day or in 6 months or in 1 year. But you will have known what you stood for. You will know that this past election, I stood for this. This same thing, this same issue that you are facing now, it has no respect for anybody. Sickness is a respecter of nobody. Anybody can fall sick at any time. Fine. Even when you are taking good care of yourself, you eat well, you exercise well, you do all those things that, you know, that medicine said we should do to be healthy. Even when you do that, people still fall sick. You know that. And there's the opportunity to set it up so that when that happens, in the eventuality, if at all it happens, you will know that you have secured yourself, even as I said earlier, even for the unborn generation, not just for you. The 85-year-old man that came out and voted for Peter Obi is probably not voting for himself, he's voting for his grandchildren and those that are yet unborn. Because anything Peter Obi will even have done, if he had been the president of Nigeria today, you probably, most likely, not going to see it. A 90-year-old woman, we saw them in Eastern Nigeria, they carried them to the polling booth, they exercised their right. They are voting for the unborn generation. That is what it is. Election has consequences. So nobody should tell us that we should pray. That is so, it is like just taking Nigerians for granted, like people are stupid. Go and pray, we should pray more. No. You campaign for hope, the new hope. So hope, stay with that hope, not prayer. And let's stop deceiving ourselves. So for me, I'll just leave it for that. I'll just leave it there. And I must say here, categorically, 2023, Peter Obi is the man of the year. Thank you. Mr. Peter Obi is the man of the year 2023. I will, please let me just say one or two things on the.
Let me quickly pick this call, sir. Please.
Okay, all right.
So that you continue from there. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, sir. Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
I'm calling from London. Yeah. There's no bad
What's your name, sir? Hello. What's your name? Hello.
He doesn't know anything about governor.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Obi doesn't know nothing.
Hello. Can you hear me? Why is this Tinubu people so arrogant all the time? Can you hear me? Hello. You are not on speaker. You are talking to yourself, sir. You are not on the media. Hello, nobody. I remove you from the media. Agberu, I remove you from the media. Oh, then you listen first. Now, don't behave like a tout. Don't behave like a tout. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Hold on, tout. Agberu, kidnapper. Hold on first. Hold on, kidnapper. Hold on, kidnapper. Can you imagine? I cannot. How can you call? You want to support your principal? You are insulting everybody. My God. Can't wahala with this one. I don't know where these kind of people come from.
No, he said London. I think he said London.
No,
he's calling from.
He was insulting, give us a mandate. He just called, he started insulting straight away. Now he called again now. Just obey yourself, humble yourself, and speak. Support your principal. Nobody have problem with that. You can't call it to a show and just start insulting and you call it from London. Eh? Behaving like a tout. Ah, Jesus. I can't believe this. Eh? Why can't you just call, good morning, good afternoon, my name is Olubide. Okay, yes, I support Tinubu. Will allow you to speak. Eh? Don't behave like a tout. Eh? God. While you're full everywhere. Let me call him back to see if he will stop behaving like a tout. Let's see. Hold on, please don't call him. Let me see if the man will speak peacefully. Just speak. Support, pray praises on your principal. We don't have problem with that. Why will they laugh on comment section? I ever seen this kind of thing before? Eh? Twice now. He did it yesterday. You can't call into the show and just be, Obi is a bad person. Obi is not good. Tinubu is better than Obi. Is that what we are talking about? Are we still campaigning? That's what he was saying. Campaign season is over. Wahala. These guys are something else. All right, somebody else is calling in. Let me quickly speak to this person. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Please talk to us. Different thing they see for this media. Hey, God. You don't do that. Go ahead.
Yes, Nigel Watch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, too busy to call him, but let me speak my mind and say my own view so that people will listen. We're here to learn and then hear from from everyone, and then learn a lot of things from each other. You see, I'm one of those person. I have vowed to speak the truth because there is nothing else again I'm living than instead of me not to speak the truth, I better speak it and damn the consequences. You see, the decision we make today is going to affect everybody tomorrow. The decision we take today affects us tomorrow. We have seen the decision of Zach Orji. Forget about that guy, that our brother is beaten along the bush. There is nothing, you have been trying your best. How Nigeria is going to be good. But look at how old are you, and look at how old of Zach Orji. Zach Orji at his own age. Why did he think that Tinubu is going to make? It's all about tribalism. We are saying the fact. What did he think Tinubu is going to offer to Nigeria? But some people see it as tribalism. Some people see it as ethnic something. No. But we all say we are all one Nigeria. Why not give somebody who has something upstairs a chance to lead Nigeria? Everybody saw it. P2B there, you can see how people are trooping out. You can see. You don't need somebody to tell you. That is the P2B stands there as a last hope of the common man. And I'm telling you, he is not, despite all the chase, I knew why some people are angry about him, but I was still gonna speak the truth. Yes, right. I'm an IPOB member.
All right, sir.
On oath. But I know why people are angry with him.
We need to go now.
P2B is not that coward that is going to make a mistake. I know what he can do.
Thank you.
But what I'm telling you today is this, Naja, before I drop. You see this killing in Plateau State, please, nobody should take it. Nobody should go to sleep because these people have an agenda. When they finish with these people, they are marching down to the east and the west. You know, when we are saying it here, people see it as something we just come here to. These people have an agenda. They have told you that Nigeria belongs to them and is the estate of their forefathers. Let's keep watching these people killing other people, and then other people think that it's something that we need to fold our hand. We have already waited for them, and they know that we are waiting for them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. May God bless you. All right. Voila, we are getting into a new year now. We shouldn't be doing this. Just calm down and speak to us and let people hear what you want to say. You yelling and shouting and insulting everybody, it doesn't work like that. So guys, please help us to press on the like button and let's do this together. But Luke, we can see you on the comment section. Thank you very much for joining us. Lele, I can see you right there. Vitus Akwebele, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Happy New Year to you all. May God bless every one of you. Thank you right there. Okay, I would like us to move on. Mr. Jonathan, please round up, sir, so that we can have a final solution.
Let me quickly touch on one or two items. That is, first of all, with respect to Professor Chris, is a man that I have respect for, but the demand for Tinubu to apologize for me is uncalled for, totally uncalled for, from people that they have no remorse of any kind, After the criminal election that we all witnessed, that they rode upon, they still went ahead and played it again in Imo, in Kogi, in Bayelsa. They still play it again. They have no remorse of any kind. All of these are there for Nigerians to see. So asking them to apologize, for me, is looking like a way to, to start dancing with the evil. That's the way I see it. You are looking for, like, a soft landing. Anybody who is saying this in a very emphatical manner and you are sitting on it, it's like you are looking for a soft landing where you can now start dance. After all, they've done the needful. So you are looking, that's the way I see it. So it is uncalled for. I will leave it at that, because if I stretch it further, I might step out of my position for Professor Chris. However, the event is, we saw in the last 48 to 72 hours what has been happening. The shenanigans. The National Assembly approved a supplementary budget of over 1 trillion naira. And then today again, they also now approved the external loan of about $7 billion. That is just what we're seeing. And so that all that tells us is that 2024 is so dismal for Nigeria. And the Plateau rep, they are representative in the House of Rep, they are representative in the Senate. In a normal climate, they have the right as a member of the National Assembly to call for emergency meeting as per what happened in their own constituency. It's the law, it's there. Every member has the right to call, and it is the opportunity to put a bill on the table. Let us know the position of each and every representative, Senate and House. This is so serious that, in fact, they might, till today, they will not go anywhere. If in any, because people like to compare, to make all those nonsensical comparisons. Before you call Jack, you'll be comparing Nigeria with United States. Okay, let's do comparison with United States. If 100 people were killed in any state in Nigeria, you will tell me whether the United States House of Representatives and Senate will not be on sitting. Today, all of them will come back wherever they are. There will be a bill on the floor today, because you will call for it. They are representatives. They are senators. There are 2 senators who will be on the floor today calling for a vote. They will put a bill on the floor. So what does that tell you? We don't have any representations. Nigerians don't have representation of any kind. So they can buy them all they like. You don't have any representative at the center. Nothing. Because that is normally, that is what should have been happening now. All representatives, wherever you are, whether you are Iti, whether you are in Lagos, you are in your hometown, you will have to fly back to Abuja. Get yourself back to Abuja, because there will be a vote on this matter. The senator from Plateau, after all, that place is part of a constituency in Plateau State. After all, it's part of a senatorial constituency. It's part of a house constituency. So they have representatives, 2 senators, and at least 2 representatives covering that area. Where are they? That is the problem. No leadership by example. All they do, but they are there to pad the budget with additional over 1 trillion. They can do that. They padded the budget. Remember, because we have this what they call this Stockholm syndrome in Nigeria. Nigerian Stockholm syndrome is unprecedented. Just a couple of months ago, they came out with supplementary budget for 2023 budget, with 2.1 trillion added to that budget. What has been done on those? Can they show us a scorecard today? Can the Senate come out and show Nigerians a scorecard of those supplementary budget that they passed less than 90 days ago? We can see it. And now they padded the budget. That's all. There's nothing. That 1 trillion is just money for them. They've added their own on top of it. That is the reason why when the minister or agencies, they started siphoning money and lining their pocket, the Senate will be dead silent because they have taken their court up front. It's up front. They are taking it. So there's no oversight of any kind. We shouldn't be expecting it. So it's going to be business as usual in 2024. There's no end in sight. That is where we are in Nigeria. And I will end by saying again, it is Nigerians that will take Nigerians for themselves. Nobody is going to take it for us because we are being led by a group of greedy sycophants. That's Nigerians for you. Everyone, every nook and cranny you look, everything we talk about is about greed, it's about sycophancy. Zach Orji, talk about him, it's all about sycophancy. Because in his head, inside his room, he knows the right thing.
Mr. Jonathan.
If not for yes.
Please hold on. This same man from London has called back. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us. Your name is Olumide. Go ahead.
Your mandate, or what you don't call that stupid boy, your mandate. That one will be saying Tinubu is a dog.
He's a Yoruba man, oh. He's a Yoruba man, oh.
Does it not happen? Something that's happened for over 30 years.
No. What I mean, give us a mandate. Give us a mandate is a Yoruba man, sir.
He's stupid bitch. People are mandate is a stupid guy.
Eh.
He doesn't even know. He has no sense.
How?
The only thing you want to say is a baron. He says something. No sense.
Okay.
When they're saying good thing, he has nothing to issue there.
Please, let me ask you one question.
Okay, sir. Hold on. Somebody want to ask you a question from the panel. Please, just hold on. Thank you. You hold on now. Hold.
Is better than more than 18 people that is there.
Okay, hold on.
That's nothing. We can never win.
Okay.
And Obi did not win the election.
Okay, you hold on now, sir. Thank you. Hold on, please. Hold on. Oh, God. How can I communicate with this man? Now, you hold on. Thank you. Mr. Jonathan.
Tell me, how Obi win? You are saying that you have a mandate. You don't
Mr.
have a
Paula.
mandate. No mandate was given to Obi.
Okay.
Obi has only 7 senators, 34 House of Rep. Is that what he's going to use to rule?
Okay, sir. Mr. Olumide, can we ask you a question?
You can ask me.
Okay, then you be quiet. Then you hold on.
Every Yoruba there,
Oh, God.
every Yoruba there that is claiming a Yoruba of him. When the Oba of Benin, I saw what you do. When the Oba of Benin came to Lagos.
Sir, Mr. Olumide, can you hear me? Mr. Olumide, can you hear me, sir? Please, just hold on. Somebody want to speak. You don't speak for like 10 seconds. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Jonathan. Ask your question.
Mr. Olumide, it's clear that you are a supporter of the president.
We can't hear you, Mr. Jonathan, now.
Yeah, Mr. Olumide, it's very clear that you are a supporter of Mr. Tinubu. So can you just outline for us just 2 specific things that you think Mr. Tinubu should do going forward, especially as we enter 2024? Just 2 things that you think will bring a turnaround to Nigerians. Just briefly.
Let me tell you, the man is an accountant. He managed accounting firm before he become a governor of Lagos State. He did $600 million in the state of Lagos State, and he make it to be 8 billion when he was there. When Obi was a governor, he made 750 million, and he make it 800 million before he left. It's very hard for Obi. They are not in the same length at all.
Okay, now he just asked you, sir, what 2 things you think Tinubu will do?
When he was there, he removed the fuel subsidy. Fine, number 1, he removed it.
He removed what?
He opened the market. He removed the fuel subsidy, and he did the open market on this currency. But give him more time.
He did not understand the question.
You know what he's going to do. Don't be criticizing every time.
Okay.
That stupid default mandate is an idiot.
But it's your Yoruba brother, oh. It's your Yoruba brother, oh.
I know it's an idiot. Okay, let me ask you. When you call Tony came. He speak a lot of things. Tony was speaking. Give your mandate. Can never even ask question. Why they are giving the this thing said it's a baron. He said, what do you mean by it's a baron? This is over 30 years ago. It's over 30 years ago. He did baron more than Igbo in the whole world.
Oh, okay. Okay, was a drug baron over 30 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. Give us a mandate. Did not know that. Kai.
No. I'm telling you. Wait. He said it's a baron, it's something. This thing happened
30 years ago.
Go and read the case very well.
Oh, no, it's good you are educating us now, sir. He was a drug baron 30 years ago.
It's a baron. It's not something that just happened.
Exactly.
Here, in London,
it happened 30 years ago.
If you do anything, after 6 years, they will clear you up.
That's true. That's true. Give us a mandate. I think he was wrong there. Tinubu was a drug baron 30 years ago. Thank you for this correction. No, you say it happens 30 years ago.
I'm not telling you. I said, give you a mandate. We'll be saying it's a drug baron. All the time, drug baron. It's useless, man.
Okay. All right. I wish he's here now. If I speak, he speak. Give us a mandate. Speak Yoruba pass you. He speak Yoruba pass you, sir.
I don't want to know. He's a bastard Yoruba man. He's a bastard Yoruba man.
Because he don't support Tinubu.
Olumide is a bastard Yoruba man. Give our mandate is a bastard Yoruba man. Even Jonathan is a bastard Yoruba man.
So you now you be good Yoruba man, sir.
You are selling your when they talk against your Oba, you don't know how you do it.
We are not talking about Oba now, sir. We are talking about the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
I'm just telling you, it's not everything. If you know what you are doing, what of the allocation they are giving to the state, you don't put everything on government.
Oh, okay.
Obi did not win election. Obi has 7 senators and 34 hours of rep.
Sir, can you tell me what is your take on these Plateau state killings?
It has been there before you people was born.
Oh, that's true.
It's not just happened. The Gowon is there. Gowon ruled this Nigeria for 11 years. This is from just.
So the killings has been there, so it should just continue.
Everything is. Let me tell you. Tell me the regime that they did not kill in the north.
Okay.
Everything Tinubu. Stop that. And those stupid woman. They should stop mentioning his name.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
People that is talking like somebody that is crying. That one will rule Nigeria. It can never rule. And Igbo will never rule.
Igbo will never rule. Okay, but why? Igbo can never rule Nigeria. Why? Why, sir?
Will never. Because they ruled the first time. They were in charge of Nigeria in the first time and they messed up. They are the one they impose all what happened. There's a referendum in Nigeria before they remove it.
Oh, okay. So Igbo can never be a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you are in the UK.
I'm telling you, you can never be. I can see you if you want to see me. Come to Woolish. They know me.
Okay.
We can see you one-on-one. I don't mind.
I will find time to come and interview you one-on-one, but no insult, because you do the insult people.
All the Igbo there, they are not greeting me. They know me. Ask them. They tell you they know me. I fought them. Nothing will happen.
Oh, you they fight everybody for London, Oga.
I tell you.
I
don't joke with anybody. I don't joke with Tinubu.
Hey, yeah.
Tinubu make SCDA my serve there.
Oh, you be CDA chairman before.
He created 37 SCDA. What did you be created when it was?
So are you part of the people that were selling land in Lagos before?
I'm telling you, I'm still in Lagos. I have my house in Lagos. I have my house in Lagos.
Nothing
will happen to Tinubu. We will never. No Yoruba will vote for Obi. We will never vote for Obi.
But give us a mandate na Yoruba man who vote for Obi.
He's a bastard Yoruba man.
What about Olumude?
Olumude is a bastard Yoruba man.
People that. Wow.
I'm telling you.
What about Jonathan, a Yoruba man as well? What about Jonathan? Ja. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye. No.
That is, you are a journalist. You know how to get information from people, just to get him on, you put him on his, put him in his mood, and he was just, I mean, you are an investigator. You can get a lot of information from people. The guy was just,
No, I just wanted him to talk. Since yesterday, this man no one talk. Oh my God, my brain don't full. We are not going anywhere in Nigeria, my people. Kai! Ja. He said he be CDA. He was a CDA. He get house. He do this. He was a CDA before he moved to London. He don't fight all the Igbo people for Woolwich finish. He don't do this one. He don't. Hi, God.
That one, that guy, the first thing, what I would have loved to know is what this guy, first of all, it sounds, I don't want to, don't let me you call names here. There is no way in the face of it that you can support Mr. Tinubu or APC and not look and sound stupid. Impossible. That is it. There's no way, because there's no way you can spin it. Everything he said just said how mediocre he is, how uninformed.
And it's not even educated. That's another thing.
Yeah, that is it. He's so uninformed about everything, has no clue. These are the people they would give money to. He would take the money to his local government, to his village, and start distributing 500 naira, 1,000 naira. These are their lives. These are the lives of people. He has no clue, nothing on anything. In fact, it will even be a waste of time to engage someone like this. Because
let me quickly take this closer. Hold on. Hello, Mr. Oduware. Thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Nigerian. I just checked on internet. I heard that one man talking from UK.
Yes, sir.
And he know the real Yoruba man, and he know the bastard.
You know the bastard one, exactly.
And I love one thing he said, that Tinubu creates CDA, and he was among the people that sold Lagos. Did he understand that CDA people are us as people who were making rituals in the aspect of another people's land?
Mr. Oduware, this man go come for you. Oh, be careful. This man, he body they hot.
I want him to talk for me.
He body they hot.
That is why. Because he did not understand that the CDA are ritualists selling the people indigenous features, their children or grandchildren to come. If they were selling their features, because when the people of those land that were origin of that place grow up, they will not have a place to live on. Automatically, this kind of people have used them as ritual to enrich themselves. Now, he was happy to say he created CDA and he was part of CDA. The UK he is living now, did he find a group of CDA selling land there? Can he come out and say, yes, this place I am living, the kind of Agberu he was living by selling other people's property? Is that the way he found it in UK?
All right, thank you, sir. If they listen, if he, I'm not toss, I don't want you a power. If he call for you,
I want him to come out.
Okay.
Because since he's a real Yoruba man.
All right then. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Kai, now my brother be give us a mandate. Now this tema you're destroyed like this. So even Mr. Jonathan, also they cry for that, sir. Because he beat you, Jonathan.
Because as I said it. I said this man is uninformed. He has no clue. In fact, he said Igbo man has been in charge of Nigeria. So that says it all. I don't know which history. I don't even know which school he went. They are all like their principal. They are all like their principals. You don't know where. You don't even know their educational background. You said Igbo man have been in charge. At what point in Nigeria history is it Nnamdi Azikiwe you are talking about in a parliamentary system that he was the president, not the prime minister?
You know what? He said Tinubu na accountant. We don't work for international.
No. Apart from that, he say give us a mandate. They say Tinubu is a job baron. He said now 30 years ago, let Tinubu
30 years ago.
You
That's
know,
an
He said,
affirmation.
he
he said
said
for
na
London.
UK.
No,
He said
no, he said
they don't
I
close
think
the record.
na London. He said then go come out.
They
Then go
come
come out
out
the
for
record.
record. Kai God, oh. We have a long way to go in our country.
It's
Anyway,
true.
my people.
So
It
so
is
up
when
to
although
so up to
if the way he was insulting, that's why he could not give his submission yesterday. I don't mind him calling in, but don't be insulting people. Just support your person you are supporting. No problem. You know. God.
So
Wow.
with after this article expose, people still believe say Tinubu get certificate. Jesus Christ.
Can you see that?
Eh.
Ask him two things Tinubu will do. He started talking about Tinubu.
Let me tell you guys what you don't understand. These politicians deliberately weaponize illiteracy in Nigeria.
It's true.
So that these kind of people will be uninformed. They will never understand what is happening in the country, but they will be fighting for their particular person, but they don't even know why they are fighting for that person. It's a deliberate act. You know, these people, they deliberately weaponize illiteracy in Nigeria. That's why you see some people fighting, you know, they don't know why they are fighting. They don't. Thank you, God's power, for calling in. Please quickly talk to us, sir.
Yeah, thank you once again, Mr. Evans. You know, I just want to say thank you for what you've been doing. I greet everyone on the panelists. Mr. Evans, you know, like when we always say, Nigerians are the problem of their self. You understand? I don't know why somebody go there abroad, they enjoy whole life. You see, your people are there suffering. A lot of these things, why is going on there? As in, where do people put their sympathetic, character? Where do people put their empathy and all those, good conscience of human being? Not because we want to support the drug barons. And anyone that is supporting all these criminals, Nigeria happened to them because Nigeria has happened to me and a lot of people. So nobody should come here and tell me, say, woman, whatever woman. A woman being that is more well educated and know these people very well, you understand, should be able to know that who can deliver, who cannot deliver. I grew up in Lagos by the grace of God before I travel out. There is no good thing can come out from Agbado. I said it with my full chest.
Thank you.
This is somebody that anyone that he uses, he will use you and he will take something where we say it will cost your life. So
but you don't know, you never know if he surprise us for this 2024. You never know.
Mr. Elvis, there is no way that can happen now. You know, there is no way that can happen because why? Because why? All this money that they are borrowing it against pre-sold crude oil.
God bless you, Jonathan.
There is no creditor in his right mind.
Okay.
You live in the Western world.
They are borrowing it in the hope that they will sell crude oil in future.
Crude oil. Nobody will give Nigeria money. That's what they are doing. So
okay, let's finish with our caller. Please, let's finish. Mr. Chris, thanks for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Nigerian, and good evening, everybody in the panel, everybody in the comment section. My name is Chris. I'm calling from Dublin. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Nigerian. It's nothing. I just want to thank you for everything you've done for another year again. I remember December 31st of 2023 and 2022. It looks like just yesterday.
Exactly.
And today another year has ended and you have remained steadfast. So I don't want to talk about politics. I just want to appreciate you as a person for the wonderful work you've done, for your transparency. And just like you keep saying that you are learning a lot and you have learned a lot from Peter Obi, you also need to know that a lot of us are also learning from you. We are all learning from each other. We have seen the benefit of being steadfast and believing in whatever you do. So the purpose of this call, like I said, is just to realize you and to thank you for being steadfast, for giving hope to the hopeless. Because every single day for these 354, 56 days of the year, you bring joy, happiness to every home. Or you wouldn't know it when we are depressed of all the political activities going on. All we need to do is just to wait for evening time and listen to Nigeria Watch, listen to diverse opinion, and listen to everybody. And there we are able to pick up courage and believe that Nigeria can actually move forward if we have the right people there. So thank you so much for all the good work you do, and may God bless you.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I need to make one simple request. I don't know, maybe by next year. And the topic yesterday, it's a very hot topic. I listened to you. I don't know if it is possible you bring it on again. I tried to call you. Also tried to call me back, but unfortunately I couldn't connect again. So
yeah, we'll bring you on anytime this January. Yes.
Yes, please.
Thank you,
sir. It's a very broad topic. So, like I said, today is not politics. Today is to salute you, and I doff my heart for you and the members of your team. And I will not in any way end this call without saying special thank you to Mommy Diaspora, who has been there, and I simply do not know how she does it, because even if we have our program in the night, dead in the night, she's still there with us. I just wonder how she's able to do all this. Nigeria, I thank you and your team. I thank you, everybody in the panel. Oga, Dr. CM, I see you.
Chris.
Welcome.
All
right. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
All right. Please, one more call, then we are done with callers today. Then we have a final submission so we can round up. Thank you, Madam Ola. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Happy Sunday to everybody. Good afternoon. Happy last day of the year, last Sunday of the year. Mr. Elvis, God bless you. We all saw the end of the year together. We entered the new year gloriously together. And God will continue to strengthen you, uphold your family in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
I was shortly between my TV and the kitchen and everything, but I just want to comment on this. I greet everybody on the panel and comment box. Thank you for your support. I just want to comment on this person that was talking. I kind of have an idea of what he said by the comments of people. So I just want to say one thing, like, we all established the fact that Nigeria is not a normal society. So there are certain things that people have accepted that have been entrenched in their brains, that in the outside world of Nigeria, in the developed countries, they are looked as abnormal. Even a child born yesterday will know that it is abnormal. But in Nigeria, the way they think, they just like to grab, oppress, aggress, and they don't see anything wrong with it. When you make a comment on X, for instance, about certain things that are being done in the comments, they are crying. They are crying. On our mandate, it will rule. Even if they are seeing that it is wrong like this, they will say you can do it. I talk to people in Nigeria almost every day. I was talking to somebody and she was saying that, he will do it. Did you see what he did? He's the only one that can do it. And then the next minute, I will double because she called me to send her money. When I'm like, these people are not looking at the real thing. They just say, our man is there, he can do, he can do. I don't really know what this man said, but I got to gather the idea of, like, he was just supporting Tinubu and making praises of him. But they haven't seen shaking. They haven't seen shaking. So sometimes when I speak to them, I just keep quiet because they don't think like people who are informed and have been exposed, even some of them that have been exposed and well informed, when they get back to that society, they join them and start doing it. We see them on X every time. The way they make comments is just about aggression, grabbing, abusing. I don't understand where we're going. I got so tired one day, I was crying. I don't know what else we can do.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Same to you.
Thank you, ma. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's round up this show right now. I know I made New Year come with us for a year. I can see on the comment section, some of you still say we should call that our guy. No. Tomorrow we'll go call him again, 1st of January. Because you need to expatiate on that 30 years ago. I want to learn more about that area of that 30 years ago. But meanwhile, Thank you. I know sir, this very thing they see for this our channel. You know, God. Anyway, give us a mandate. you get question query day here. They wait for you. Hey, voila. Let's move on. So, Augustine, 5 minutes. Give us your final submission, please. 5 minutes.
In fact, listening to this guy's phone call, I want self reach to do closing remark because so many things why I no. Say na 30 years ago, na 30 years ago now. Oh, in a drug baron, but na 30 years ago. Anyway, it's a shame really that the level of suffering people are going through in Nigeria, yet somebody will be talking like this. Mr. Jonathan asked him, can you give us just 2 things Tinubu need to do in this new year to make things is to ease the suffering of the people? Only that the assumption Jonathan made is that people are suffering. He thinks say this caller believes say people are suffering. So Jonathan was assuming that yes, people are suffering. Now what will give Tinubu idea what to do? And the guy was blabbing. He couldn't know what to answer. It's a shame really, but all my mind, to be honest with you, is this Plateau killing. The thing is paining me. Why I say that is that there are people that, if you see the type of houses they live in, some are thatch houses. You know, the house you see in a village, a typical rural area in the north. Not that there are no those ones in the south, but I know what I'm saying. Now, for somebody to go and sack people from there, and you know, a typical farmer, Plateau is a typical farming area because their soil is very, very fertile. The tomato they bring down everything. Now, when you go and sack those people, they will start. Where will they be now? And the government is not interested. The president is not interested. Their hope is just that P2B will visit them, or if he hasn't visited, and then what he will tell them. So invariably, Nigeria, to be honest with you, this January we are entering. The only thing is that as a human being, as long as you are taking in fresh air, you also should have hope. Have hope no matter what, under whatever condition. Do not lose hope. That's what I will tell Nigerians. But at the same time, what you can do to help yourself, please do not fail to do it. In terms of self-defense, you must have to do something because the government is not willing to come to your aid. I want somebody said, I think it was Stone, who came on this platform as somebody who is an experienced military officer. He was arguing then that he said the government has a hand. That's what he said. He said the government has not a question of, because the other chap was saying increase the size of the military, recruit more people. He said it's not something that number we do. The government is interested. The government has a hand in it. So how are you going to defeat them? Can you imagine an armed robber writing to you that he will visit your house? The first thing you do is that you tell the police. You take the letter to the police, and if possibly you start making arrangements. Now, a group of Fulani headsmen, terrorists, are now writing letter to people in Plateau that they are going to visit them. They are coming. What sort of country is that, man? What sort of country? If they can attack you unprepared, where they say, oh, it happens, they're also afraid. That's why they come unprepared. Now they are telling you that they are coming. In other words, they're asking you whatever you prepare for them that they are coming. And eventually they will have their way. Ordinarily, what should have been the case was that place would have been flooded with security people now. Those ones that are between all over Anambra is inspecting bags of rice. People are returning from Abuja, some from Lagos, some from this. When you open the boot, you see 3 bags of rice, one for me, one for my house, my neighbors. You see people carry. That's what they are taking money from. Why not pack all those soldiers to Plateau? Tell them that this is where you are needed. A soldier is not trained to go and be standing on the sun with gun cocked and be looking at is this bag of rice? That is not the job of a soldier. Even if since you know it's a bag of rice, why not allow the person to go? You still have to extort money from them. If the person want to be aggressive and say, look, this not, then you release your bullet. Is that what you are trained for? When you should be at the theater where the thing is happening. Look at Zamfara. Look at Southern Kaduna. Look at Plateau now. They look at Taraba, and Boko Haram is still in the northeast. So it's a shame, really. This, to be honest with you, tomorrow is already here with us. By the time we get to next year, I want this Nigerian should be proactive. We don't have a government. With a government that is borrowing money ahead of time. It's like you are telling somebody, give me this money by month end, maybe June, I will take salary, I will pay you. When you start borrowing money like that, is hopeless. So Nigerians are taking money ahead of oil that you are going to sell in future. It means you sold the country now. And this type of loan, you don't know the terms. The terms can never be favorable to you. It just be to exploit you. So to be honest with you, there are a lot. Nigerians should wake up. When I mean wake, even if let's say this year has gone, they must wake up. If not for anything, this idea of borrow, you don't know what they're using it for, to buy SUV, to build maybe the 15 billion. How can you be building 15 billion naira worth of residential block for a vice president and use 5 billion to renovate the one where they somewhere? I mean, what is it? Even the best of times, how many times will they renovate a government of? I mean, oh God, this is just a slap on the face of Nigerians. Nigerians, my good year, my end of year message to people: wake up, take over your country. Take over your country by whatever means, according to Malcolm X, by whatever means possible. Wake up and take over your country. Nobody is in charge. Those you think that they are in charge are only there for their pocket. They can celebrate Christmas party, borrow money to do it. Maybe this money they are borrowing, January 29 or towards the end of January, they start moving to Switzerland for World Economic Forum. Nigeria will carry about 1,000 again. When you ask them, they say, it's only 250, it's only 300. That is where that is for the next jamboree. Maybe that's why they are borrowing this money so that they share the dollar. After all, nobody is giving an account of what happened in Dubai in early December. So please, Nigerians, wake up. Take over your country. If you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. God bless you, sir. Mr. Jonathan, quickly, 5 minutes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. And thanks to everyone. Let me just quickly say this. There is no dull moment on Nigeria Watch at all. No dull moment at all. If you are thinking that there's going to be a dull moment, you are there for a big surprise, a very big one. This man, this man that called in today, is a species of their principal, Mr. Tinubu. They cannot articulate their position. They just can't. In fact, this man and many like him in Nigeria and even some in the diaspora, they are even better than their principal. That's how worse it is. This man that called, as uninformed as he is, their principal is even worse than him. How do I know that? Mr. Tinubu has not entertained any press meeting or any press, nothing. And that's how it's going to be. If he comes out, his own position will be more devastating than what we heard today. Because there is no way they can come out. Even those that are educated amongst them, even in Nigeria, that they call advisors and ministers all over the place, even those ones, they cannot articulate their position. They can't put forward an articulated position without appearing hypocritical. They can't. They can't put up any position, any government on any government policy. Just mention it without appearing hypocritical, without appearing like as a sycophant, without all the greed all over. They can't do it. It's not possible. How do you want to do it? How do you want to support this in a plain face? Without you knowing yourself, you will go back inside the room. You can say that on the TV. You can say that on social media. You will go back inside your room. When you lie down on your bed, you alone, you will know that you are spoken rubbish. You will know. And if you are educated, if you have any semblance of education at all, there's no way you will come on a space, defend all this nonsense, and go back into your room, you will know that you will not know that, oh, I have spoken rubbish. For the uneducated one and the uninformed one, those ones, they will carry go, they will continue. Because that's what the political class, that's what they want. So I will just, leave it at that. And my prayer goes finally today, as this year ends, my prayer goes to the people of Plateau State, the people of Benue, all those that are in all the displaced, that are internally displaced. That's how we use it in Nigeria. We like to use big language, big grammar. They are refugees in their own country. There's nothing like internally displaced. Call it what it is, refugees. And we know what refugees are. Refugees in their own land. That's who they are. So my prayer goes to them, and I pray that the grace, the mercy, and the protection of God we surround them. We surround them all through. That's my heartfelt prayer for them, and I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I want to wish you, Mr. Nigerian, a happy new year. Mr. CM, I wish you a wonderful happy new year. I think I have to say this also. Mommy diaspora also. I also want to wish a happy new year, because it's so impressive to me that there's no one day that he's not there. Somebody mentioned it earlier, and it caught me that even when we are here till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I will still look at the comment section. She's still there. My greetings and kudos to you, man. I really appreciate you. So thank you, everyone. I wish everyone a happy and a wonderful 2024. Thank you, Mr. Evans.
Thank you. Let me wish. I think let it not be that it's an oversight. Let me wish Mommy Diaspora a happy new year. Thank you for supporting us in 2023. Irene Finest, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us in 2023. Happy New Year. Hope you redouble your effort in 2024, because a lot is expected. To whom much is given, much is expected. All of us, we have to pull together in 2024 to suppress the type of ignominy that is befalling Nigeria. There must be hope. Let us not all lose hope. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you, my people. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Madam Rita. And I appreciate every one of you. Happy New Year to you all. I want to appreciate every one of you that have supported us, that have joined this panel, that have encouraged us directly or indirectly throughout the year. I want to say we are grateful. May God bless you all, my people. Thank you so much. The next couple of minutes now will be hours or so. Yeah, in the UK it's 9 o'clock now. We still have about 3 hours to go. So we'll be stepping into a new year, 2024. We pray 2024 will be a better year than 2023, the mighty name of Lord Jesus Christ. We also pray that 2024 will be a better year for Nigeria. God should help us so that we can, have a better Nigeria. The way we are going right now is not good and it's not encouraging at all. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we all will smile in the 2024 by God's grace in our country. These killings and all will stop by God's grace. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, once again. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you've been doing and for what you're going to do in the future. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Thank you for being there. In fact, thank you for being there when most people left me. You decided to say, no, you can never, leave your son. You'll be with me 24/7. You advise me, you stay with me, you are here with me 24/7. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. Madam Irene's Finance, thank you very much. I appreciate you. You've been there you've been there with me for the past years as well. I want to say I'm grateful to every one of you. Thank you so much, Madam Martina Abasi TV, Madam Patricia. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I can't mention names. I want to appreciate you all. Thank you, Abu Azi. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everybody right there. I appreciate every one of you. Tony South, thank you. Thank you for every one of you that is genuinely supporting this platform for a better Nigeria. May God bless you all. Let's continue to push. Somehow, someday, we'll have a better Nigeria in our time. Even though we know most of us that is clamoring for this better Nigeria, we live in a very, very good country. Yes, we can decide not to do what we are doing today, but we said no, we will do what we are doing. So let's continue to stand for what is right. Let's continue to do what is right. You know, nobody is going to live forever. We thank God for the gift of life. Thank God for the good health. Thank God for everything. We are grateful. Now, God, I go bless you. Now, for those of you that left the channel because you are angry for one or two things, we want to say, if you think or we are the one at fault, we are sorry, we apologize. Please come back. We are one family. Let's put our voices together. Let's put our heads together to have a better Nigeria. But when we continue to show supremacy, we are not going anywhere. Division is the biggest problem amongst every one of us. Let's work on that so that everybody can unite to have a better country. If not, you and I will grow old. We'll still be clamoring for a better Nigeria that probably we might not ever see. So, our people, now we'll draw the curtain. I appreciate you all. And let me go prepare for my Happy New Year with my own family. I appreciate you all. You go do yours as well. Tomorrow, by God's grace, on the 1st, we'll be here again, to continue to talk about the things that's affecting us. We'll be here tomorrow to wish each other's Happy New Year. We might not be here for that long tomorrow, but just to wish each other Happy New Year. And after that, yes, we'll take it from there. Thank you very much, my people. Now, James, everybody right there on the comment section right now. God bless you all, my people. Continue to stand for what is right. I got a late super chat here from Peggy Muddy. Peggy Muddy, thank you very much for being there throughout the year. God bless you. Said, Happy New Year, Mr. Elvis, and to your wonderful panelists. And I thank to you, to our dear mommy diaspora. Happy New Year, everyone, and God bless you all. God bless you too, madam. We appreciate you. Thanks for being there. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you. My people, let's end the show right now. By God's grace, tomorrow we'll be here 6 p.m. just to wish each other's Happy New Year. And then we'll take it from there. We'll continue to talk. We'll continue to put our effort in there, over what is happening or affecting us in our country. Take care, my people, and bye for now.